Fuck Texas. Welcome back to Hall of Fame Late Shift with Jason Watkins. I'm your host, Jason Watkins. I'm here with my two of my favorite co-hosts, the coaches, Philip Roybal and Willie Ricks. Thank you for dropping in, my guys. We will have another of my favorite co-hosts, Marcus Dent, in here momentarily. But if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment of Hall of Fame college football. Welcome into the show, gentlemen. It's a happy time.
I knew you were going to say that.
I didn't even tell y'all how I was going to enter that. I don't think I knew until just right before. What did you guys think about that game, man?
Coach?
I think it was a good ball game. Texas had its chances, and our man Quinn Ewers pissed down his leg as usual. And I think the best team won.
Yeah, definitely the best team won. The better team executed just a little bit better. A lot of non-mental mistakes. But I think Texas just made a lot of mental mistakes and everything, man, that cost them the game in the end.
Yeah.
You can't have that personal foul, man, that cost you half the distance of what you gained on 33 yards. That was just stupid.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, they still had opportunities. They got it down by the goal line. It wasn't really because of that. It was because they, when you get into that situation and you've got a chance to get down there, you're on the 1 yard line. I don't know that I loved that play that ended up losing them so many yards right before that, but it was in the end, you got to look at it as it was a missed opportunity for sure. They definitely screwed that up pretty good on their own there. South Texas, thank you, sir. 1-1. Yeah, back to even. Welcome into the show. Another coach, Marcus Dent. What's up, my guy?
MD.
Big D. Big Mark.
What's going on, man?
We were just excited and laughing and shit,
Jason can't let it go.
Man.
Hey,
I can tell you this, bro.
I let it go for a while. It's fuck Texas time all the time. So,
I'm even better because I won $300 off this game.
There you go.
I can tell you what, man. My predictions. I wish I had bet it, man, because I was dead on.
What you have?
Oh man, I picked Ohio State. Just head up. I picked Notre Dame to be in the championship game, bro.
Yeah. That's who I didn't have Ohio State in it at the first. That's the one that we didn't pick, Coach. We had the rest of it pretty much right on.
Yeah. Yeah, because our brackets were pretty much the same.
Well, It is a good night there. Unc, welcome into the show. You Sooners need to thank you. Why? You didn't do shit. You weren't playing. But I'm glad you guys won. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. Yeah, that's good stuff, though. Anytime you beat Texas, I will tip my hat to you.
Amen. Amen to that.
Yeah. Amen to that. I want to see how you do. Hey, you know what, Big Finn? You don't have to like it. We're going to talk shit this whole fucking time. So if you don't like it, you should run along. That's all there is to it. I don't give a flying fuck.
Man, y'all got Jason in his bag. Y'all got Jason in his bag right now.
You shouldn't be talking that mess in here. Tough way to end things. Quinn has helped improve our program. Arch time is coming. Yeah, he didn't help a whole lot tonight at the end, man. Dang.
Quinn done, bro. He done.
Arch time, in my opinion, Arch time should have been already happening.
Yeah.
Well, you see how good he is with the ball in his hand. He gives another dynamic for them because he can run, he can throw it. And when the defense sees a quarterback that can run and throw, man, it causes the defense to pretty much be a little bit hesitant instead of all-out blitz. Now, Ewers is going to run unless he really has to run.
Oh, yeah, man.
he got 2 left feet, so he can't run anyway. So
That's right.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
and I tell you what, I really think if they'd have made that quarterback change, they would have had a better chance to win the ball game tonight.
Yeah.
yeah,
Listen, I mean, he goes in and seems to play pretty well whenever he's had his opportunities.
Right.
And in these tight games, that seems to be when Quinn will make a mistake for sure.
Yeah.
We've seen it for every year that he's been at Texas. And you know what? Oh, he had his moments where he was very good too, but I don't think that he probably should have been the starter at the end of the year. I think that he probably should have, when he got hurt this time around and Arch came in. I think there was times you probably still needed him throughout the season, but you needed to get Arch more time, it felt like to me.
Yeah.
Just because he has there's more stuff that he can do as far as running the ball and he's got I don't know if it's a bigger arm necessarily, but it seems like he's just more poised. I don't know. He's certainly a lot better looking than he was last year when we saw him. Anytime we saw him last year. What did Texas achieve this year? Where's the hardware? Texas sucks as usual. Last 2 years was Washington. Now LSU. Who will it be next year? OU. Texas under pressure always.
We should make it there next year, guys. We should make it there next year. I'm telling you.
You got opportunity to do it, man. I think there's some stuff that has to go well. But we talked about it this morning on the show, and Coach was talking about it. There seems like a lot of parallels with Notre Dame, to be honest with you, that defense is being as strong as it is. Yeah. If you can get this offense we've talked about it a bunch. You got to be in the top 30 or so, man. Top 30.
Yeah.
And that's functioning.
Yeah.
You can get it functioning in that top 30. We'll be in the mix, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
I can even stretch it out some. Top 40. Mm-hmm. Because OU, who else in the SEC is bringing back this much on the defensive side? Nobody's everybody wants to go get their money, but no one really wants to come back and continue to do this. OU's bringing almost everyone back except 2 or 3 people.
DeJohn Terry
graduated 80% of production, bro.
Yeah, Henderson coming back. So it's gonna get nasty next year. So you better get your legs in this year.
Yeah. Well, let's break down this game a little bit. Obviously, you go down, and you had an opportunity to really kind of make it into a stranglehold from the start. Get a touchdown on your first drive. Looked like they were driving down on their next possession as well. Get a stupid penalty. It pushes them back, and it kind of changed the momentum right there until Texas finally went down and scored with there was about a minute left in the half, and then of course Travion Henderson gets that little short pass and goes to the house, and of course he was the one that made that stupid penalty, so it was good that he kind of atoned for it right there, but it felt like because they just kind of sputtered from right there, and so I think the concern would be if you're Ohio State, if you're not Ohio State, if you're Ohio State, you're probably glad that you didn't really play your best tonight. And maybe, it wakes them up a little bit. I don't know. It always feels like I just kind of go back to that Ohio State-Georgia game in the playoff a couple of years ago when Ohio State gave Georgia all they wanted. Georgia didn't play very well, but they found a way to win it. And then they just, of course, TCU wasn't the same. But they boat raced them after that.
Hey, but I thought about this also, Jason.
Yeah.
Man, these 2 schools, man, they got so much film on each other, guys, that it was just a chess match, man. Yep. Because they know each other so well. You're this deep in the season, man, you got film on everybody, everything. That's why it took so long, I think, for the game to break wide open. Because of, hey, we know everything you're going to do. It's athlete on athlete, And so I think some of that, man, but I'm going to say this, man, I'm pulling for Notre Dame, bro. I'm pulling for Notre Dame. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm pulling for Notre Dame. because I know the road that Marcus Freeman had to go to get there. I worked some camp with Marcus back in his early days in coaching. We both was working with FBU, and man, he's done a outstanding job. Staff, just bringing back some of the older traditions that Notre Dame had that Kelly took away. There's just a lot of stuff that he's done, man, and they've done a great job. Yeah, you know, like I said, I'm happy for Ohio State, but we got to think about this too, Jason. What do you do now? You got the Big Ten champion that's gone. You got the SEC champion that's gone. So that the stupid committee gonna say, "Hey, we got it right." You know,
pretty much.
Got it right. I don't know about got it right.
No, they didn't get it. No, they didn't get it right. But I'm just saying, in their mind,
yeah,
it worked out. It worked out.
It worked out for us.
There you go. There you go. It worked out.
You got the matchup that everybody will watch. This will be probably one of the most watched championship games in college football history. I would think.
Yeah. It's in a while.
Because the Catholics versus the conferences.
The Catholics versus the conferences.
Hey, Jason, you know why, man, that I think that this was Ohio State's worst game? Jeremiah Smith had one catch.
Yeah, they didn't even.
He had one catch for 3 yards. That's
I think there was a reason for that. They weren't allowing him to get loose.
No, they were keying in on him all day.
That's right. They were bracketing him the whole way.
So
a freshman, even a dynamic freshman like that, it's easy to get frustrated a little bit, right? I mean, you know, you don't. Sure. He had that one. He probably should have caught that one football that he went up high for it. He just didn't. He didn't get it. And how do you caught that one? No telling what might have happened. But if you go a little while and you don't really have any production, sometimes they get a little antsy and, you know, frustration sets in and, you know, you start pressing a little bit. It's easy to do for anybody, but a freshman, you can see it happening. Now, again, you know, that doesn't make it easier on anybody else. And I think that the next game is going to be, look, the last time we saw these two teams on the same field, they played a hell of a football game.
Yep.
I think that if there is anybody that could have beaten Ohio State at what they're doing, especially, it's going to be this Notre Dame team because they've been through some of these tough ones lately, and they seem to come out on top. The USC game, you know, when it got tight in that USC game, what did they do? They stepped up and got 2 big pick sixes, right? They had a couple of times that it was tight against Georgia, and they made big plays on the defensive side of the ball there too. Big runs at the right time. They could run the football. You know, it didn't feel like Texas really was able to run the ball until the second half was when they really were starting to run the ball a lot better. Felt like they were giving it to Wisner and Blue a little bit more on that stretch zone. And it felt like that was the way to keep going with it. I don't know how you don't run the ball down on the 1 yard line and you're running something that takes that long to develop and getting flushed out and you know, before the last play, of course, seemed like on the one, man, I mean, why is Arch not in there at that moment trying to go push that one in? You know what I mean?
Well, Texas always has a problem pushing the ball in on the 1 yard line. They get gimmicky instead of just going to 12 personnel operation and just punching the down ball in. They do it every year.
What the hell was the toss sweep on the 1 friggin' yard line?
You pitching the ball back 4 yards.
What the hell was that?
Trying to race to the high run and it didn't work.
Hey,
Jesus,
you gotta put your big boy jeans on when you get in the red zone. All this gimmicky playing.
When you got athletes like Ohio State does,
it's tush push time. Be on the 1, bro.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
as they call it what? They call it what? The Philly push?
2 tight ends, and a damn defensive tackle at fullback and shit. You can do whatever you want, but you got to do something.
And here's the way I've always looked at that. You know what? If I'm on the 1 yard line like they were, I'm going to punch it at your ass right in your mouth. And you know what? If we don't get in, by God, they're a better
1 yard line
than we are.
Exactly. We don't deserve to get in if we don't get in on the 1. 4 tries on the 1. Going straight at you.
then I don't deserve to get in. Yeah, I don't deserve to win.
Here's the thing. Even if you do that and I don't deserve to get in, I still got you backed up on the 1 yard line.
Sure you do.
So you got to march 99 yards to score or do something productive. But everyone knows when you're on the 1 yard line, your play calling changes.
Absolutely.
So you got to be very careful
with Sark. He seems to struggle with that 1 yard line area, doesn't he?
He gets cute, man. I mean, he did that shit against Oklahoma, and then he did it again this time. What is the problem? You bring in your quarterback when it's 4th and 3, and you'll get it. But when it's 4th and 1, you do some. I mean, well, take that back. Not 4th and 1. It's on the 1 yard line. You get gimmicky and cute. Want to do double reverse passes or pitch to the tight end or what crazy shit. Just punch the ball in. Get you a defensive tackle. Put him at fullback. Get you a 220-pound running back and just punch that damn thing.
Let's go. Here we come. That's right. Hey,
easy.
Just like I always say.
Yeah,
just like I always say. You know what I'm fixing to say. Little ones bunch up, big ones line up because we're coming after your ass. I mean, plain and simple.
Mm-hmm. What you sipping on, big cuz? What you sipping on back there?
Some adult water. Some adult water.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Kimberly K, welcome into the show. Welcome to the show. We just in here enjoying the night, enjoying what's going on. You know, I don't like being in D linemen on the goal line. They aren't trained at blocking defenders, make them miss in small spaces. That it didn't work against. I mean, that's what they pulled. That's actually what they tried to do that against Oklahoma. It didn't work. And
Jason,
Slim Reaper was making them pay for it. You know what I mean? Deshaun McCullough was in on every one of those plays against OU that last year. So you're not necessarily wrong, but I don't love why would you on the one, I don't know why you would do anything that's going to take that long to develop when they're playing a goal line type. They're coming. They're going to be shooting the gap all the way across.
Stop running these damn counters.
Mike say you don't like the lineman, man, but you could put tight ends in there, bro. You can get big in the backfield, bro. That's not. I mean, you can put guard. You can get big in the backfield. That was a stupid move. Them going way to the perimeter. Try to go 1 yard, bro. You went 10 yards to try to get one.
Exactly.
You can't run a counter when they're hitting the gaps. They're going to be back to before the damn ball handed off. So all this counter stuff and pulling, just 12 personnel, put you 2 tight ends in there, I formation, and let's just go. 33 dive, 22 dive. That's it. All this spread out and 40, dude, just hit the gut. That just pisses me off sometimes, man, when you try to get cute down there on the 1 yard line.
Go man on man. Hey,
thank you.
There's not enough quarterbacks that can get up under the center and push and get that 1 yard on silent count.
Thank you.
That is the easiest play in football. Is to get up under the center on silent count. You go.
And go. That's another thing that they don't do no more. Silent count. Silent count used to be you go up there. I hate to say this, Jason. You touch that nutsack and you go.
Here it is.
Go, man.
Little gray.
That little gray.
Yep. Hey, you go, man.
Get that sweaty hand, man. Got that ass sweat all over. It's got to happen.
Hey, it'd be a good Aflac commercial.
Exactly, good, bro.
But that's what it is. Everybody's getting too cute these days. They're not used to doing the hard-nosed football because everyone's not built for that. I think, and not just saying because coach on here, I think your Notre Dame's, your Georgia's, some other teams are built to be physical like that and get that extra yards. So some teams just try to play cute.
And that's Texas, bro.
That's Texas. That's Texas.
That's their MO, man, trying to be, they want to be cute about everything. But I'm going to tell you what was funny, Jason. They were talking about
awful
not having their receivers and all that BS. I'm like, shit, okay. All right. Well, bro, we went through a whole season with no damn receiver. The hell y'all talking about one guy being out.
Hey, we're the same way, guys.
Yeah.
We ain't worth a shit at receivers.
You know, but what I'm saying is, you know,
I don't know that you're not
proud
worth
about this shit now.
I think y'all are pretty decent at receiver. I don't think you've had a game plan that was helpful for your receivers very much. But
I'm telling you, Jason, we don't have great receivers. We got
a couple of decent.
We have adequate. We have a couple of adequate receivers, but
I was just thinking they're a lot better than they were the last couple of years. Is all I was thinking. You know what I mean?
We don't have freaking Ohio State receivers.
Shit,
we don't have Texas. We don't have we don't have Texas receivers. Now, I will say we do have better than Penn State.
No, Coach, what you got is two bruising running backs that don't mind getting nasty.
I love old school football, man. 12 personnel, 21 personnel, when you can do that. Man, I love it to death, man.
All day, every day.
When they scored at halftime, I was like, man, this is what it used to be. This is what it used to look like.
Yeah.
You know, and like I say, both teams had a whole lot of film on each other, guys. So it took a lot longer to try to get in a rhythm than it normally would in a football game. So I like it, man. I really do. I like it.
And I'm going to say this too. Although I'm not a Sark fan, he does a great job of running his script, and runs it well. But after that, I think what he needs to do is run that script and then start over again, because his play calling after the damn script is friggin' horrible.
Hey, Coach, what Sark is a great play caller between the 20-yard line and the other 20-yard line. When he gets in the red zone, shit gets confused for him because he doesn't have the spread of the field to execute his plays because he can't play big boy ball.
And that's his strength. That's his strength, having all that space.
Yes.
All that. Now he's in a phone.
They got a better shot of getting you on a 60-yarder than they do on a 10.
Oh,
all day, every day, all day.
Well, once they're inside the 10, they're likely not to score.
Yeah.
Sark is fine.
They like to score 30 yards out. That's for sure.
Sark is fine and needs a tougher team. What does that mean?
They got a tougher team. Come on,
Jesse. Come on, man.
We
you need to either quit smoking what you're smoking, Jesse, or quit drinking what you're drinking. Because either one, you've had too much.
Yeah, you need to go get one of these fat bottom Betty's right here, smoking a little.
There you go.
They call you man. That's what they are, trash.
Boy, you wild, Jason.
Jason, crazy.
Did you see? Did you hear me open the show? Did you hear the opening of the show there, Marcus?
Nah, I did, bro.
I just started it laughing. Like, you know, it was pretty. I gotta say, it was pretty obnoxious.
It was good.
It was pretty obnoxious.
Crazy.
Fairly obnoxious.
I figured you were gonna do something, man. When I talked to you earlier, I was like, okay.
Well, yeah, I answered the phone pretty much the same way whenever you called. I answered the phone pretty much the same way when you called. Yeah, listen, I mean, I gotta say that I'm not that surprised. I was surprised that it was as close as it was, because I think that Ohio State sputtered a little bit when they had an opportunity to kind of run away with it. Now, I'll say that I think Texas is a lot better than I gave them credit for at the start of the year. I still don't think that they end up getting this far if it's not for the fact that they played that weak ass schedule in the SEC, because it was completely imbalanced. But aside from that, I think that they played pretty well at times. Their receivers are really good. They've got a good running game. It just seems, I think you're right. I think that once you get outside of that 15-play script, they always look their best on that script. But somehow he never seems to get back to that stuff, or not to the right stuff anyway. It doesn't feel like. And then inside the red area, he struggles in there. And maybe it's just, I don't know. I can't imagine why you can't find a play that works for your quarterback or works for all your team. You know what I mean? Even spreading it out and running the ball with you got good running backs, bro. You got good backs.
2 good running backs.
And something that I've always thought that Chip Kelly does a very good job of is he spreads them out and then runs it down your damn throat.
Yeah. Chip had a really good game plan, man. The last 3 games, I have to take my hat off to him, man, because he's been the difference in that ball club. You know,
I agree.
He's been the difference in that ball club. Without him, they're not sitting where they are right now.
Are you at Texas? Are both of y'all at Texas Live?
All right. One of my favorite places.
I like Texas Live as well. Y'all are both in there? Don't be fighting and shit now. Oh, that's crazy. Don't be getting to no shit, Zofix. The surprise is that the game was only 2 scores. Ohio State has the most talented roster in America, and after the Michigan loss, they're fired up. Yeah, but
I said that 1 week ago.
Coach said it though yesterday too when we were talking. He said, "Man, they can still piss down their leg. They can still do it."
Just guys, and I've been there before where I've had a great roster, and you know what? You still got to get them to play together.
Yep.
And you can, and Coach Ricks and I were talking about this a little bit ago. I mean, the running back, when he got his dumbass penalty for Ohio State, it kind of shut him down for a while. And if they don't play together, that doesn't mean shit. I mean, I think at Notre Dame, guys, I think right now we're playing with 1 5-star athlete. How many do you think are at Ohio State? I haven't counted them, but I'm going to say the majority. Yes,
at least
the majority.
Yeah, I want to say if anybody has more, it's just would have been Alabama.
Right.
That's it.
And that's what I'm saying. Here we're going in to play Goliath with 1 5-star athlete. But at the end of the day, I guarantee you our guys will play together. And we have all season long. And that makes a difference. So just because you have good athletes doesn't mean you're going to win ball games.
No.
Now it helps. It helps because it's hard to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. So it helps to have good athletes.
Well, Coach, Alabama probably had as talented of a roster as anybody.
And they struggled.
You're changing up a lot of things at Alabama right now. And right. I'm not saying I'm a fan of. I think that Kalen DeBoer is a hell of a coach. I don't know that he's necessarily the perfect fit for them at Alabama. I don't know that. I don't know that he isn't either. But to have to come in behind Nick Saban and not be anything really close to what Nick Saban is, that's a tough task, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that job.
They don't coach the same way, right? They don't coach the same way.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, Alabama needs one of those tough old school coaches, and DeBoer, he's more laid back, West Coast type of guy. So he's not really that physical, tough, in your face kind of guy like Nick Saban is. So when the culture changes at Alabama, the players start, as you heard, players start coming in, and when he's talking, they're still playing music, back there talking, doing all this. When things are being executed, they're not paying attention. Nick Saban never got that.
No.
He was gospel. When he walked in the room, it was like a church. It was quiet.
Yeah, that's why I think they should have went to a Saban disciple to be the head coach there. That's just my opinion.
I was wondering why you don't go and how you don't go that route, because but although I don't know who was wanting the job,
Dabo.
It didn't.
Oh, he would have took it.
Dabo was wanting the job.
He
wants the job.
All that was going on over there at Clemson,
he wants the job.
He took that job, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it eliminates the portal thing that he don't like, because Alabama gets all of them. So you ain't got to worry about going in the portal and doing this and doing that. it will help.
Yes.
It would have helped him solidify his legacy going to Alabama.
I did just see this right here. Did you hear about this earlier, guys? Kyron Lacey from LSU catching a homicide charge.
Yep,
I heard about that earlier.
that was on ESPN earlier.
It's wild, man.
It's sad, man.
Wild stuff. Baton Rouge is a wild place, though. Baton Rouge is a wild place.
I think it was a drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Situation.
Is that what it was? I didn't see anything, but I just saw that he had a homicide on him.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
man,
when you when you get alcohol in your system, man, things change.
no doubt.
everything
You
changed.
gotta. Well, and I mean, shoot, man, I can't say no. We've all made that stupid ass mistake.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. But see,
But
it's
I'll
more
say this though, at this day and time when you got so many
Head
ways to not have to drive,
yes,
No.
man.
it's
I didn't
dumb.
have if I had an Uber or all that back in the day,
Who would have made some money back in the day?
I don't know how many times I tried to wide-eyed it and get home, and thank God I wasn't going
Man.
far. But we don't have the access to what some of these kids have these days.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Hold up. Well, and I mean,
And on top of that, Jason,
playing Division
all the
One
money he
SEC
has.
football, not even the money part of it, but you got, hey man, there's a lot of people come pick your ass up.
Hey, look, there's a lot of people and fans and whoever can take your butt home.
Oh yeah.
So there's no excuse for
Girlfriends,
that.
side chicks, homeboys, Uber, Lyft.
Somebody who
Oh,
want to
man.
be a side chick,
Won't be a side chick.
Tell your
I mean,
position coach.
they'll get you home.
Tell me your position coach won't come get your ass at LSU. Come
Oh
on, man.
man.
You know what? You know what, Jason? At the high school that we coached, we had someone. We had a group of parents. They said, we know it's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen. So there was like 14, 15 parents that were on the roster that was like, if anything goes down, and call us, we'll come get you.
Yeah. We've all lost somebody to
So-
drinking and driving. It is stupid. There's no two ways around it. It
Sure.
is stupid. Now, kids are going to make stupid mistakes. You have to expect it. I would say that kind of the same thing when my kids were, when my boys were in high school. I mean, you knew what they were going to do. You knew what they were doing. And I was like, hey, I'm not telling you that it's necessarily okay. But what I will tell you is that you need to make sure that you never get behind the wheel, and don't get in the car with anybody that's been drinking either. You call me every time, we're good. You
Yep.
don't, I'm gonna get your ass. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So
Shit.
it kind of is what
My
it is.
girls, my girls know better. I've already that's the one cardinal sin that me and my wife lay down, is that we know you're gonna drink. I don't give a damn if you get a hotel, get a whatever. Do not get behind the wheel, because people go to jail and for senseless acts that you have no control over.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
you are
wow.
blessed to be in college anyway. So why in the hell would you want to do something like that, man?
Correct.
Yeah, Oregon wide receiver
Yeah, I heard about
in the
that.
portal pistol whipping somebody.
Pistol whip somebody,
I
man.
saw that. I
Pistol
saw that
whip
the other
somebody.
day too. I forgot about it, but till he just said that.
You're not invincible, guys. That's for sure.
Nope. You got to
know,
make sure that you got. Look, man, it's just you got to hold these kids accountable a little bit, and you have to understand that they're gonna make stupid mistakes. But you, at some point, there's got to be some accountability still. There's still got to be
Yeah.
some accountability. Let's see what's up there. Hey, looky there, old B Sharp Brisky. What's up, my guy? What's up, my guy? Good to see you. You want to jump in? We got a full house. We got a full house. I sent one to Big Mike too, but
We got thoroughbreds in here and quarter horses.
I can tell you this, man. You know, you think about the game you just watched today. You think about all the things that's going on in college football. Man, a lot of things that I think is going to change, guys, in the next year. Just from, just from, I don't think you will ever see the dominance that Alabama and Georgia put on. I think that's gone forever. I just don't think you will see.
You can't stack talent that way anymore.
You can't stack talent that way.
No.
You can't stack it like firewood like you used to.
It's evenly spread now. It's evenly spread.
But I do think you're going to see a group, every year that'll be in the mix. If you go to the FCS level, you got 4 or 5 teams that's going to be in the mix every year. And I think that's what's going to happen here, especially when they get all this revenue shared and all this stuff kind of worked out. I think things are going to change a lot.
Yeah. Hey, welcome into the show. Corrections 101, Bishop Frank, Sharpshooter, Benji, Zofix. Let's see, Kyle Dupuis, Kimberly K.
Right.
Yeah, man. Jason Spangler. Let's see who else we got. I'll make sure I say hello to everybody in here before we get going too much. But make sure you guys jump in there, hit that like button. Make sure that you go to all the streams. We're going to Gridiron Inside as well right now. We're going to Coach Rick's channel, Coach's Talk with Coach Rick's. Make sure you guys get over there and hit the like button, become a subscriber if you haven't already. Kyle DePuis, John Russell, Thunder OU Sooner, Jesse Browning. Let's see what else we got. We got more. Zofix, I already said him. KJ Goated, Steve B, Stephen G, Cowpoke Ranch. Thanks you again for the super chat, Cowpoke Ranch.
Cowpoke.
James Thrice, good to see you, my man. Jesse Satterfield, Sooner in Texas, Sooner Legend, T Boomer, Donald Pula, Chris.
It's a lot in here.
Man. Big Mike,
house.
Big Mike Boganowski. Yeah, we got a crew. Duke Silver Sooner, Harvey Johnson. We got a couple of those Texas fans in here bitching already, which is fun. Dalton.
It's gonna always be that way.
Oh yeah, I don't care. They can bitch.
You know what? I don't know what's more.
He was one of the ones bitching
for a Texas fan.
Go ahead.
I don't know what's more satisfying more heartbreaking for a Texas fan, for them to lose or for Oklahoma to win.
Yeah, either way, it sucks. Either way, if you're on the other side of it. Purple Orca, the Mac. Yeah. Brandon Snake. I don't want to miss anybody. John Russell. Wave Rider. All right. Man, we appreciate everybody coming in. USCJ, I just now saw that. Oh, he's doing the SEC is weak thing. That's funny. That's funny stuff. All right. Unk is in here too. Thanks for everybody that's popped in here, South Texas. You guys make sure you hit that like button. Nathan Campbell, all you guys, make sure you hit the like button. That's the easiest way to make sure that that we can continue bringing you this content week after week. Scott Christopher, Corrections 101. Sheila Smith, one of our faves as well. Appreciate it, guys. Go ahead, Big Marcus. What you got?
I was just saying, man, I was thinking about, our roster and the things that we have beefed up on defense and the production. I know they didn't have the production at OU, but the guys that we did bring in offensively had a lot of production. And man, Texas, I'm telling you right now, you better enjoy this while you can, bro.
Oh yeah,
you better enjoy this while you can, because we're coming, bro. We're coming. Those kids are really excited. I know Isaiah, when he was at home, man, he was working out, bro. He did all his fishing and hunting, but he still hit that gym, bro. So
hey, I retweeted what you had out there yesterday. It was good. It was good to see him throwing them up.
Oh yeah, man. So
hey, they all working. They all working and lifting up.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Everybody is trying to get there. They don't like seeing Texas in their home. They don't like looking at the screen right now. I mean, I don't even think he watched the game. He's like, man, I don't want to see them.
JJ was like, is the red rivalry really that bad? I said, fuck yes, it's bad.
It's really bad.
Yes, it's bad. Be nasty, be mad, everything.
Hate him. Well, and if he was going to go to Arkansas, he was going to catch that either way.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
They hate
Arkansas.
them. They hate their asses just as bad.
I don't know. I think OU hates Texas just a little bit more than Arkansas.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll tell you what. I don't know that that's the case.
Well, back in the Southwest Conference time, probably, yeah. Back in the Southwest Conference, yeah.
Because the Southwest Conference time, that was when Oklahoma was in the Big Eight. So they didn't, I mean, that game, it mattered for bragging rights, but it didn't matter when it came to like, moving on to the next, whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, it was a different time in college football altogether, but believe me, they hated them. So, and then, an Aggie, guaranteed Aggie, I think we definitely hate their asses.
Yeah.
But we're the only program out of the three that beats their ass more than they beat us these days.
Yeah.
Since they integrated the game anyway, since the game was integrated.
I think it's going to be, man, I'm talking about, guys, I know the season is over for us. It's finna be over for college football, but man, I think people are, they wanted more. Although the season is long, I think it just made everybody want football even more. It's kind of like an addict. The more dope you do, man, the more dope you want. So college football is kind of like, yeah, we're in extended, but man, we want even more now. It's like, man, what are we gonna do? After next week. But hey, I love it. I love it. Really do.
They're certainly prone to it. They're prone to it, and that's why it's just for us, for Oklahoma fans, when you just look at the schedule side by side from the SEC point of view, and you see that every top end team, top half team that Oklahoma was playing, they were playing the opposite basically. So Tennessee, they get Vandy. Now Vandy was better than they were, but it was still Vandy. And then we get Ole Miss, they get Mississippi State. South Carolina, they got Florida. Now, Florida was better at the end of the year, I think, but South Carolina finished pretty well too, even though, I say finished. They finished the regular season okay. That was a freaking embarrassment what they pulled against Bielema.
Hey, it couldn't happen to a better person, though, bro.
I can't stand that dude, man, either. I think he's so lame. Yeah. But
I didn't.
In the end, and we got Bama, and Auburn and LSU. And they're over here playing Kentucky. And they did get Georgia, but A&M, whatever. A&M kind of had an easy run through it until the end of the season too. But they blew it against South Carolina.
Yeah.
But I like A&M. I like A&M to be better before too long, I would say, because I think they got a pretty damn good coach. And I like Marcel Reese too. He's pretty good.
Yeah, they got a good coach, and they got some deep pockets too, bro.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They're going to definitely go out and get the kids.
Mm-hmm.
UT.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you cry a little more there, Benji. Cry a little more, buddy. There's the bottom line is you know what you had. And you almost lost to freaking Clemson, and you almost lost to Arizona State too. So, let's not be all super surprised about us talking about it. And again, this is an OU podcast. We're gonna say what we say. Hard to poke holes in what? They overachieved. They didn't overachieve. No, no, they didn't.
The whole damn year they had Texas going here. I mean, that's what all
Just
ESPN
because they
talk
didn't
about.
gag away enough of them. Come on, man. No, I'm not giving them that. There ain't no way I'm giving them that.
Crazy.
Oh shit! Where are you at? His coach. Where's he at? He said, "Look down." I don't see you, man. Sharpshooter. Where? Hold on a minute. Let me see something. I don't see you, bro. Hold on, let me send it again. I guess maybe it's the wrong one. There's Bishop Frank. What's up, Bishop
I
Frank?
said Texas choked against Texas. I don't think Texas choked.
No,
Nah, they didn't choke. I mean, they didn't choke, man. It just it
they
is
ran
what
into
it
a
is.
they ran
got
into a
beat by
better
another
team.
football team, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
They ran into a better football team.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey,
That's it.
you're echoing again, Bishop Frank. You got to turn that TV off, bud. You got
I don't have no TV on.
you got something on. You're echoing.
Oh.
I don't see you in there, Brinsky. Where'd he go?
Hey, Mr. Dent,
Yo,
you know that JJ is trying to work out with Brendan Rice.
okay,
He's trying to
Trying
get
to work
access
out with Brendan Rice. What does
trying
that
to
mean?
get access to Jerry.
all word, my homeboy.
Hey, I said, hey, I'm out of it, but I like to know. He said, no.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, man. Jerry was a heck of a basketball player.
I heard that he was. I heard that he should have played basketball over football.
Yes, he could hoop. Jerry can do that, man. He could hoop, bro.
Bro, I don't see you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Nope.
Still echo.
Do you have earbuds or something? You gotta put your earbuds in, man. I'm not seeing
That
where
new
the hell's
technology.
Brisky at? Brisky says he's in here. I'm not seeing his ass though. Hold on a minute.
I don't see him.
This is wild. That was weird.
Uh-oh, he pouring that yak.
Oh, you heard it, huh? There it is.
I know that sound.
I ain't gonna even lie about it.
You see message board smoke about Knowles to OG. It's a good subject.
One drinker to another drinker.
This is a good subject to talk about. I hadn't really heard a ton from you guys. We started talking about it this morning. But what are your thoughts on this? The smoke about Knowles coming to Oklahoma to be the DC.
Man, I think Brent gonna be in DC, bro. You know,
Huh?
I mean, it doesn't to me. It doesn't matter who comes because they're gonna run what Brent wants them to run. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, he's not gonna waver from that. That's his baby. You know, I might be wrong, but that's just my opinion of that.
Well, we were talking about that earlier. I was pretty much on the same boat with you, but then I started to hear chatter about how unhappy he is at Ohio State, how him and Larry Johnson, I think Jason was telling me that him and Larry Johnson, they don't like each other. So with him having family here in Oklahoma, would that be something that would, wave him to come back to Oklahoma? And he runs a variation of what Brent runs, but I was like you. I was like, why would you take a chance on bringing someone in and changing the whole defense?
Hey, real quick, do you see? Because I've got you as a team member there, Coach Ricks. Do you see Brinsky over here on the other side in the queue over here?
I don't see him. I don't see him.
I don't know if it's.
How about now?
I don't see him. He says he's in there, and I this is wild to me. But it could be anything, you know. Let me see.
No, I don't see him.
Yeah. Okay. I don't either. He says he's in there, but let Okay, continue on. Sorry about that. B Sharp, my bad, dog. I don't really know what to say at this moment.
Well, I mean, if it is him, I mean, I was scared to where if it was him, Mr. Dent, I was like, someone that president might want to bring somebody with him, and we don't want to lose anybody on the defensive side. But then I think Jason said that he left Oklahoma State to go to Ohio State without bringing anybody. But why would you want to bring somebody from Ohio State anyway to go there? But
I just kicked wrong one. My bad, dog. Marcus just got it. Oops. I was kicking to see if I kicked Coach for a second because they can both come back in.
Hey, Auburn Doom, I don't see Knowles and BV are not on the same level.
Jason.
What's up?
Good.
Yep. Not hearing it now. What was it?
I don't know.
Did you change to earbuds or something?
No.
Huh. Let's see. I'm still not seeing you, man. B Sharp, if you're still around, I'm still not seeing you in the queue, and I even kicked 2 people out. And I should have done that. My bad. My bad, fellas. Y'all pop back in. Oops.
Well, someone Auburn Doom said that if it's Knowles, BV better step aside. Knowles is on the same level as BV, if not better.
That's not true.
But you have to win championships before you can say that.
Well, I would say that I think that he's right up there as far as defensive coordinators are concerned. He is. You have to give him his props for what he's doing. He's had multiple number 1 defenses.
Yeah.
You got to give him his love for that. So now, what do I think that? I think that he's not, but I don't think that he's going to hire the dude and like be opposite of his ass and trying to freaking like hoard over it.
Yeah.
Because that's not what you do with a guy like that. That's not what you do with a guy like that. If that's who they end up with, and that's all well and good. But if he's going to continue calling the defense, then that's going to be because he didn't get a guy like that.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't have to get him. That's the whole thing. They're recruiting just fine. They're doing exactly what they need to do on that side of the football. It's the other side of the ball that we're worried about right now. And that should be worked itself out as well.
Oh, yeah. If you get 2 masterminds on defense on the same team,
yeah, man,
that only benefits you.
Yeah, I agree. I think that in the end, I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about that.
Well,
yeah.
Well, we have to wait a little bit longer because he is moving on. He is moving on to the championship game.
Poopy diaper.
Who cares about waiting longer? I don't think that even matters.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The hell.
You think they'll make it tomorrow?
They didn't land a single person in the portal while Zach Alley was here.
True.
On the defensive side, they didn't get anybody until he left. So that's what it is.
Well, maybe it was that
I was
5-day period.
from the couch. It was really cool watching. It was really cool watching y'all get y'all's ass whipped, and gag it away there, Drew. That's how it was.
That's the only thing that a lot of Texas fans are going to say is that we wasn't here.
Be sure.
There he is. What's up, big dog?
What's going on with y'all, man?
Welcome.
Can't call
maintain it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I know y'all having a great night seeing Texas lose.
It's always a good night whenever Texas loses. It's always, especially the way they lost. I mean, to get their heart ripped out their chest right at the end of the ball game. There's nothing better. It's nothing sweeter.
Did y'all see Matthew McConaughey on the sideline when they was on the 1-yard line? He's going crazy.
Yeah.
Man,
out there going, all right, oh no.
You can't be at the 1-yard line and throw a pitch.
We just said, yeah.
You got to make no insane call I have seen in a minute. Like you're right there, basically at the one, man. You might well just run it in. Well, try to hit. I said hit power at least 4 times. Trying to run the ball in, man.
How do you? Yeah, that the play before the play that got him killed was a stupid call.
Why'd they go east and west?
That's
north
what
and
I'm not
south.
understanding.
How do
And
you
if
not
you-
put
and
Arch
if
in
you
right
was gonna
there?
run the
He was on
ball-
fourth down before. Why didn't you put Arch in this situation? Get under center.
And that's what I was just about to say.
Yep.
I would have had a quarterback sneak. He can. I can depend on him to get me 1 yard. Like,
when you
come
bring him in, it changed the whole dynamic of the defense because now they have to respect the pass, respect the run.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's a little bit more, and you're not going to blitz the A and B gaps trying to stop him because he can go outside on you. So,
Yeah.
but like we said earlier, Sark is one of those coaches that's between the 20 and the 20. He's a great coach. We get in the red zone, he just nut up.
and that's what killed him in that Georgia game, man. They was
Yep.
moving the ball down the field.
He's
like
too smart
crazy.
for his own good.
Yep.
He gets in his own head.
Yeah. Because you don't need to run all these gadget plays, man. When it comes down, to, you just run old school football, man. Just run the
There
ball.
you go.
That killed us
Well-
in a lot of ways all season with Alabama, man. Just kept running all these stupid pass plays in the red zone. I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
But that's the persona of the coach. The coach is a spread out. Let's try to get guys in the mismatch out in the flats instead of playing big boy ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
12 personnel, I
Mhm.
formation, pound that down thing, pound it. And then even if you don't get it, you got them backed up on the 1 yard line. They got to go 99 yards to score. So it's a win-win for you, regardless of however you look at it.
I think one of the greatest calls in Super Bowl history was when Chris Collinsworth, like in the game with the Patriots and Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
After they threw that interception, he said, "You have Marshawn Lynch, who is borderline unstoppable." He said, "I will run it 4 straight times," and just the simple fact that he said, "If I can't get it running with Marshawn Lynch 4 straight times, so be it.
Yeah.
So be it."
Yeah.
And that's how I would have just lived with that. If you're gonna do anything, I would have just put Arch in there. And if I can't get in there, I just can't get in there. But I guarantee you that
the Niners
one
did
Texas fan
a
would
couple
be
years
mad.
before that too, Brinsky. A couple years before that, Gore got them all the damn way down the field, and then they start trying to throw the damn ball to the end zone with Harbaugh on them.
That was against Baltimore, wasn't it? It was against Baltimore.
Yep. That's what I said, man. It's just crazy, man. You just start doing all these stupid plays at the end. Like, man, some stuff is just you ain't even got to think about it, man. You just do it. And they just thinking they're trying to outsmart themselves.
Now, as a coach, do you think that he knows his team very well, that he knows he can't play big boy ball? That he has to do that?
He doesn't have to.
No.
I don't believe he has to. Like, I don't believe nobody has to, man. You can get a yard. You can get 1 yard. It's just 1 yard. If you can't do that, I'm sorry. You was running
That's
the ball.
attitude. Yeah. That's the attitude. If I can't get it 1 yard, then what are we doing being in this actual game?
Matter of fact, you coming from the SEC. You got the SEC on your jersey. Why even? You might well just say you a part of the Pac-12 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Texas has done that 2 years in a row, though.
Yep.
Done it 2 years in a row. Get on the 1 yard line, and then they start doing all these crazy gadget plays to get that 1 yard.
Yep.
Do the old fashioned. Hike the
just
ball and jump over everybody and make the ball break the plane and everything. And that's it.
It's just the tip of the ball. That's it. That's what I'm like. We can't get 1 yard. I don't care. We can get 1 yard. It's just 1 yard, and you got 3 chances to do it. 3 chances after you get yourself. Well, they ran it. They got stopped. Then I felt like they got afraid, and then that's when they ran that stupid pitch play.
4 yards.
I was like, look like more than 4 yards. They look like about
Man.
6 yards, and then you come back, try to run that pass play. And it did look like you got held, but I was like, you bad yourself up. Now it's 4th
Hey,
down.
Chris Williams didn't hold up. He's supposed to be one of those high draft picks.
And then on the 4th down play, man, I just can't stop watching it. The right tackle just did a terrible job on that play.
Yeah, that's Chris Williams.
That Sawyer didn't even do much to get to the quarterback. So it's crazy, man. I laugh, but this is who I had winning the national championship all along, and I'm looking flawless from all my picks. Only pick that I missed on this whole college football playoff is Georgia and Notre Dame, because I thought it was going to be Ohio State and Georgia playing for the national championship, but Notre Dame actually showed up.
Yeah, who told y'all that Notre Dame was going to be there on your show?
Say it again.
Who told you on your show that day from the comment section?
Jason, you echoing now.
I know.
I think it was Coach Sean.
You know it was me, bro. You know damn.
No. I thought you said no. I thought you said like who picked the other team. I thought you like the Notre Dame Penn State game, because I know he didn't trust Riley Leonard to save his life. But I was like, I do not trust.
No, I told you guys the week before that even though. I'm getting an echo from somewhere else, I think.
I'm straight down the computer right now. I just took my headpiece out.
Let me see.
Hello. Well, it ain't coming from me.
Can you hear me, Coach?
And also, man, shout out to everybody.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
I can hear you.
I can't write in the comments to say hey to everybody. So what's good, everybody? All the good old OU people. I try to watch my mouth over here. I don't want to get jumped on. We already took a good ass whooping early in the year. Well, at the end of the year by y'all. So I'm coming in here very humble.
I know why mine was doing. It's still doing it though. Crap. All right, hold on. Let me fix it. No, we
Jason,
can
you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we hear you. Trying to get, I don't know if. No, but
yeah, go ahead. My fault.
No, long as anyone that we beat coming here, and even if they beat us, we're always gonna be humble, always gonna be respectful and everything. Still gonna talk shit.
Oh yeah,
but it will be respectful though and everything, man. That's the way that we roll and everything, man. Because we know what the problem was, and everything is that you try to run your quarterback too much, and he just wasn't having a good night.
Man, you try to run. We have probably one of the best defensive coordinators in the history of the game, and we give him 2 weeks. Yeah, it ain't like y'all was just bad, man. It was just bad quarterback play. You guys are better than what you was. The defense was always there. That's when Jason said, "Oh, we don't stand a chance." I can tell you right now, and Jason can tell you, everybody that was an Alabama fan said, "Stop that BS. We don't want to hit it. We ain't falling for it. We know what you guys can do, and we know that's a trap game." And we knew once we got up there, when I started to see the game play, I was like, man, it's just one of those nights. It's just one of those nights. It was all good. As long as it wasn't Auburn, I'm cool with it.
So let me ask you this, man. What is the future for Alabama, quarterback wise?
I believe
it's got a bunch of talent still there, man.
Mm-hmm. I believe it's Ty Simpson. It's gonna come down to Ty Simpson and Austin Mack. I think it's Ty Simpson's job to lose.
That's what I think.
And he's been just waiting his turn. And the best part about it, he's been learning the system. And he's a way better passer than Jalen. Jalen just super athletic. And I felt like Sheridan and them were holding back the playbook for Jalen Milroe because I don't believe they fully trusted him with his abilities of throwing the football. And you can tell by they just kept running that QB counter so much, man. I got so tired of it. Like, man, oh, here we go. If I know it, I know the defense know it. It's coming every time.
Do you think they forced him into the draft? Pretty much say, hey, look, man.
Yeah.
We
Pretty much
appreciate you, but we done.
I would say yeah.
We're gonna go a different direction.
Yeah. I believe if he came back, we would have lost a lot of guys. Because they
the
already
fans would have been crazy if he would have came back. I think the fans have moved on past Jalen and everything,
you've
man.
Seen enough, man.
So what do you think about Texas and Manning? You know, do they do the same
they
thing
are in great shape.
Ewers got to leave because if he don't leave, Manning going to North Carolina.
They already projected him to go to the NFL right before the game started. So I don't know how true that news is, but we're gonna find out in probably the next day or sometime this weekend, or maybe even Monday. But I'm not 100% sure.
I think he transfer out, man. I don't think he go to the NFL.
They're gonna pay him more money to stay.
Oh yeah.
Wherever he
somebody
goes.
else will pay him.
Oh yeah.
Stay one more year, bro.
Yeah. Regardless, I'm about to say Quinn Ewers is gone for the most part.
Yeah,
it's Arch Manning's show, and I don't believe nobody's going to beat him for that #1 overall pick. The only way he's not the #1 overall pick if he comes back to college. That's really it. I think he's that talented. I believe he definitely has a higher upside than Quinn Ewers by far.
We're talking about Manning.
Oh, Manning. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not talking about.
Okay, I was like, am I hearing this right?
Oh no. I'm definitely not saying that about Quinn Ewers. No. That's why I said, man, it's Arch Manning's team now.
Yeah.
With all that talent, I believe you have him on that field. If he had the same amount of reps all year, I believe they beat Ohio State because he's not making some of these mistakes that Quinn was making in this game.
I definitely agree with that, bro.
And especially a Manning that can run.
Yes,
that's dangerous.
But see, that's the whole situation with Texas.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback has, like Coach Rick said, has 2 left feet. He can't get out of trouble. He can't make a play.
Yeah, with
his legs, and in college football, period, man, you got to have that these days. I don't give a dang what kind of system you run. You got to have a quarterback that can make plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or have a quarterback that has quick feet.
Yeah.
If you don't have quick feet, you
ain't got to be the fastest guy in the world. He just need to be able to move. He need to be shifty. It can get out of a situation.
Move up in the pocket, move back in the pocket, move to the left, move to the right.
And then we watched it tonight, guys. How many times did he get sacked because he just didn't move?
Yeah, one of them, he just went right into the defender.
Right. Look, can't move. Don't have the athletic ability to do it.
Yep.
One play, he looking to the right on a delayed drag across the screen. If he would have looked left, it was green pastures. He could have ran at least 30 yards, but they knew he was not going to run.
Yeah.
So
when they played to that, they knew he wasn't.
They knew when Manning came in, it was going to be a run.
Yeah.
What's the old team that did that one year? One team, when they brought in one quarterback, they knew that they was going to throw it, and then another one that was running. I just can't think of that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tebow and
Chris Leak.
Yeah, Chris Leaks.
That's and everybody knew. Okay, Tebow gonna run the ball. So when you get a defense that knows what you're gonna do before you do it, you're at a disadvantage because now it's not a surprise because they already know what you're gonna do. So the defense and everything can pretty much decoy out of it, and they know what you're gonna do. So why bring somebody in if you're just gonna do the same thing the damn defense know you're gonna do?
Well, Texas was able to drop that extra guy just for that fact, bro.
Yeah.
They was able to put another guy in coverage because
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
He had one catch tonight.
Now
So
you got another extra
They
guy.
played him they played him great tonight. They about as best as you gonna play him. And that's why I said I think Texas lost that. They gave this game away. You don't give up that long touchdown at the end of the half.
when you got the momentum, you just scored.
Dude, if they don't give that touchdown up, this game
on the screenplay at that.
Now, Coach Dent, I'm gonna ask you this because you know, if you just scored and there's 30 seconds left in the ball before halftime, and you know that they get the ball in the third quarter anyway, why do you blitz?
That's stupid.
Why do you blitz?
Dude, I'm gonna be a semi-prevent.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be a semi-prevent. I just don't want to give up a big
play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you blitz. You do an all-out blitz.
Yeah.
The damn lineman turned around and had 20 yards to run and block for the damn guy. So you did an all-out blitz.
I'm gonna be in zone and in cover 2.
Yeah.
Maybe even got to a cover 3, man. I'm just not giving you the big play, bro.
Yep.
Look,
they literally had this game. They had the stops that they needed. They made the plays that they were supposed to make. It's just down the stretch, they just made some questionable calls.
And that's sharp, man. We talked about that earlier, man. That's what he does. He's flashy, he's cute, he's the play caller. But man, sometimes you got to go back to Sandlot, bro.
Yeah.
You got to go back to what worked 25, 30 years ago when it takes 1 yard. It's not a play that you can go on the blackboard, on the chalkboard, and draw up all this stuff to get 1 damn yard. 1 yard, bro.
You know, Mr. Dent, you said something, man, that I had a defensive coordinator that I used to always get pissed off at, because you and I both know and everything that when we're in the red zone and everything, it's pretty much more of the field has condensed down. So I can't give you a lot of room.
Yeah.
Why do you have my D-backs 8 yards off the down receiver?
Man, I'm playing, man.
I'm bump and run.
Bump and run.
Everything's outside. And so what I'm saying is this. Texas is becoming something that Texas is getting used to. Year before last, when Oklahoma beat them, they had 1:40 left. Dylan Gabriel went right down the field and just scored, hit Nick Anderson in the end zone. What is it with Texas and 1 yard line, trying to get 1 yard, and what is with Texas closing out to halftime without giving up big plays?
I think you can credit that to outsmarting yourself.
Yeah.
Just take the big moment out of it. What would you do normally in this situation?
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. I mean, a lot of times we was in the North half playoff, and defense coordinator said, well, we're gonna change it, we're gonna go to this. Head coach was like, hell no. We done stopped them all damn game. It's a minute and something left. Hell, we're gonna play regular, we're gonna drop our safeties. But we're gonna do the same shit we did.
Why change it
to win?
If it's worked all game, why change it?
Man, but it's like they get in their head, I gotta make this thing look really good. Almost for show, or so ESPN can talk about it the next day. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. But man, the same thing that worked in damn junior high football, when it comes to Jimmy's and Joe's, when it comes to a 1 yard line, get your hands up under that damn center ass, and you silent count, and you go straight in the damn end zone. You tell me a better play than that.
And then make it so bad, man. They gave them all the opportunities in the world to score with the pass interference, the holding calls on them. I'm like, They gave y'all every opportunity to score. To just lose like that hurts. I'd rather get blown out by 50 than lose like that.
Coach, you think about this, man. You up under the center, and that center he got the ups on everybody.
Yeah,
he got the ups on every damn body, bro.
Yeah.
And all you do is nudge his nuts,
that's it. Let's go.
and everybody go forward. Come on, man. You could damn near lay down in their zone. You remember them days of Walter Payton jumping over the damn?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That comes to heart. Where's the heart? Where's the
But I'm gonna tell you this though. As much trouble as they have had, if you Ole Miss, a kid used to play for me, JJP, he's a defensive tackle, but that joker, he played quarterback in high school, he played fullback, he played tight end for me. This kid is just an athlete. You take a kid like him and you put him in that backfield to block or whatever, man, you don't look at the percentage of Ole Miss being on the damn goal line. They going in, bro.
Yeah.
Because they put big on big, muscle on muscle.
facts?
This is what Zias just said right now. He said this game is a perfect example for these new age OCs. Don't get cute when you play these real defenses. In these big time games, better know some traditional head up plays to call hat to hat. That's what look.
That's
The
it.
old fashioned
Damn,
12
how,
personnel,
bro? Shit.
12 personnel on formation. If anything, fake 31 dive, quarterback bootleg.
Yep.
You got either the tight end in the backside or you can run it in.
Facts.
Something that is so simple. You can draw this shit in the sand.
Hey, Coach, I'm gonna give you one. I'm finna go back on you. Hell, it was a high school down the street, West Point. They used to run the damn Maryland Eye.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
bring in three. They
Yeah.
bring in
Three tight ends.
They bring in the house to you, homeboy.
Hey, look,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
are
come
allowed.
on.
You're allowed to have 7 on the line.
Mhm.
So why
Shit.
not? So why not just put every damn man? Look, I think people just get. I think they said it right. They get too cute.
Yeah.
I remember
No doubt.
Alabama would bring their big 340-pound defensive tackle in to be a fullback,
Damn refrigerator Perry.
Nick
Shit.
Cody.
and then you had Swift, who was there behind him. And I mean, how you gonna stop that?
You just run behind him.
But think about this, Coach. You got your offensive line. Let's just say even if you had your receiver spread out, somebody got to be on them, right? So you're taking men out the box. You ain't nothing but Imano. You with one-on-one. Even if you spread them out, you taking men out the damn box because somebody got to cover their ass.
Yes.
Look,
when you have Manning in there, when like what Gina just said, exactly. You got a good tight end in Helms. Could have utilized him on said play call.
Yes.
Look,
Right.
you got to give them something they've never seen before. And the thing that gets teams beat is being cute. One thing that nobody liked to do when Alabama and Georgia and LSU played, they didn't like getting physical. Alabama, when they had Derrick Henry, was physical. Then as years come, they got a little bit, I'm not going to say Nick Saban did it, but as time goes on, they got a little
That's when Lane Kiffin came in there.
Yeah, they started changing this stuff around to where it's not power eye football, as they call it, big boy football.
Yeah.
So those days are gone. You might have two or three teams that still do it. Wisconsin, Michigan,
Georgia.
Georgia does it now, but you know when Georgia really did it? When they had Mark Richt as coach.
Yeah.
Oof.
He ran, he's gonna run the ball, he don't give a damn how many you got in the box. But you need that. You need somebody that says, hey, look, I need 1 yard. Can y'all get it for me?
Man, if we can't get 1 out of 4 tries, our ass don't deserve to win.
I'm taking scholarships. If I can't get 1 yard, I'm taking scholarships.
Like, your ass fired, you fired, you fired.
No chicken nuggets, no fries, no drinks, no nothing. Yogurt,
no Dodge
and water.
Chargers, no women.
Hey, look,
no money, no nothing.
Hey, I mean, hey, bro, he can't.
It got to be pride, though, Coach. It has to be pride. You got to. There has to be some kind of pride
What
in
can
there.
you say at that podium when they ask you, did you? What if I'm a reporter and I say, Coach, you didn't have faith enough in your offensive line to punch it in? I would love for somebody to ask that question.
Oh, if I'm the coach and you ask me that, I tell them the truth.
But
we were scared. We were scared. We didn't get the job done, and that's on me to fix that. But I know one damn thing. We will be running bleachers all damn day. And then we'll have 1 yard line drills all day. And out of 10 times, we better score 9 times.
But how many times in a close game you gonna get on the 1 yard line? The percentage is really high, guys.
True.
You're in a championship game like that. The percentage is really high. You're gonna get in that red zone and you're gonna be in that tight window. That's some shit you need to practice.
Yep.
And I know they practice it, but it's too many. It's too many putting balls in the air when you 5 yards out. I just don't like this. And I'm a passing game guy. I was a passing game coordinator. I love throwing the rock.
You know what it is, Coach? Analytics has changed everything. Everybody look at stats. They look at stats on what might work, what should work.
Analytics is some bullshit.
Exactly. Thank you.
Analytics is some bullshit.
Thank
and
you.
I'm gonna tell you how. I'm serious, man. They love to throw that shit up there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that PFF now. You know, all this damn technology, a computer trying to tell you what's what. Man, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
If I'm a football coach, I'm hired, my instincts. I know what these guys are feeling right now.
Yeah.
That damn computer don't know what you feeling.
He don't know if you got
this guy's tired. He don't know
hair
if
fracture.
This guy's hurt. It doesn't know that.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to analytics, man, the hell with analytics.
You ain't lying.
Because this is
Check if I got any echo.
Hey, Mike, mute your mics whenever you're not talking. That'll way Jason can stay in.
Let's see if I don't know if it's that or not. Nah, it isn't.
I think if we all mute ours while you're talking, it'll work.
Let's try muting it, then you talk.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know where it's coming from then. One of them's got to be doing it. But because I changed my mic and all that stuff. But no, I think analytics are something that you can, but you still have to have that human side of it as a coach, right? You still got to have it to where, look, if your offensive line is dominating that game or not. If what you're trying to call is going to work. Just because it says you got to go for it right here, or you got to do this, you got to do that, don't mean shit. It don't mean shit.
Well, Jason, on top of that, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
If analytics might say on the 5 yard line, hey, it's best to do a bootleg, or analytics might say it's best to go off to tackle. But if I got a 6'6" receiver out there on a 5'10" corner, damn analytics, I'm going to where I want to go. So it is about what you really want to, it's what you see. It's what you see and how you respond. I can't let a computer tell me that going to that 6'6" over a 5'10" instead of doing the I formation dive, it just don't make no sense.
I know I see a lot of analytics in basketball, and 2 teams I know that used it the most was like the Sixers and the Rockets. They were like, a mid-range shot was a bad shot. And then we just started seeing these guys jack up a lot of threes. And then clearly they have not won a championship ever. Ever since. Sorry,
I
I
don't like it.
But I just absolutely hate analytics because it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, I have not seen a team win just going by analytics.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, bro. My thing about the analytics is it. The first time I really ever heard of it is with Nick, not Nick Saban, but Lane Kiffin. You know, he used it a lot. He was one of the first coaches I know that just, man, he lives and dies on it. But if you look at some of the situations that they've been in, you know, it's really cost them.
Yep.
I mean, so how can you sit up here and say this is the best decision? So you're not trusting yourself. You trust the computer to make a call. You don't need to be the head coach. So we're gonna put a GA on the sideline with a damn analytics box and let him make just let him put it in the computer. If you want to do that.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
Shout out to y'all mute for a second. Shout out to Really Flawed. Y'all mute for a second. Shout out to Really Flawed. Where are we at? Just yeah. We're definitely getting too much echo for me. Who's not? There we go. Okay. No, glad you are hanging around checking us out and stuff. But yeah, it's been a little petty in here. You guys got to go over there and check out Really Flawed. She is a Texas fan, but she has a really good show. And she tells it like it is. She tells it like it is about Texas. So, so it is what it is there. So thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. We should get together and work sometime. Be happy to have you on the stream. Y'all go ahead.
What's up, Diamond? Big salute.
Yes, sir. KJ Sharp leaving for the NFL. I don't think that's true.
Man,
Bishop, can you hear me?
Anymore.
Hello, Bishop Franks.
Go ahead, Bishop. You think that's going to happen?
Can you hear me, Jason?
I don't know what's up. I'll jump out of here because it's mine's messing up. So I'll just chill and talk in there.
Go ahead and bring up Flaw. I'm gonna drop.
As long as we mute, it'll work, Jason.
Something's going on with his computer. Yeah.
If I'm gonna talking, y'all gotta talk. Come on, man.
Oh, my fault. Oh no, man. I thought you were trying to do something. My bad.
Yeah, I was looking at you doing this right here. I was like, man, what the heck is Jason doing?
I'm just stunned by this game, man. Just watching and just seeing it, bad call after bad call. The referees, I think, did a horrendous job in this game, especially. I know you guys are OU, but they really screwed Texas out of at least 3 pass interference calls.
They did. I'm gonna give you that.
At least 3.
I didn't see 3, but I saw 2.
I saw 2 of them. I saw 2 of them.
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, this.
He grabbed the jersey on one of them.
Yep.
Stop the guy from going.
One of the main.
But here's the deal, guys. Refereeing is getting worse.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I mean, than it's ever been before. I mean, every year it's taking a step backwards, and I don't know, because we got so many camera angles, we can see everything now. That might be some of it, and I know that for being a referee, I know it's easier to say that when you got all these damn screens and you sitting right there, you have a bad angle on something. Don't get me wrong, but you have a chance to correct it with the eye in the sky, and you don't correct it. That's something that's it's just like a no call on a holding.
Yep.
And if you see it, I mean, it's just that blatant. You should be able to go back and throw that flag, but you can't do that. So man, I don't know. I mean, Texas, yeah, they got screwed a little bit, but I think overall, I think it was outplayed. I think Oklahoma, not Oklahoma, but I think Ohio State had a little bit more talent on the field than they did, and especially at the quarterback position.
Hey, what it is, Coach Dent, is like the reason why I stopped reffing is maybe what these refs did today. Sometimes, I mean, you lose focus of the game and you start watching the game.
I've been there too.
I'm not gonna say he lied to you. I missed some few calls and everything because I love the game so much that I start to watch the game instead of calling the game. So I was like, let me remove myself because I'm doing justice to these teams because I want to get in the stands and watch the game. You can't be a fan and get on the court, get on the field and try to call a game when you want to watch it.
Yep.
Definitely. I mean, I remember the first 2 years refereeing. I was okay. I wasn't really that good because I was doing exactly what you said, and I started to taking the job a little bit more serious because I started getting these big games, you know. So you know, I was like, you know, let's kind of see what let's kind of see what I'm gonna do. So I came in one night and I said, you know what, I'm gonna focus on this football game. I don't care what touchdown or whatever. I'm gonna focus on my job, and that's what I ended up having to do. So once I started focusing on my job, you know, it made it a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
Can you guys?
He said it's time for AI to take. AI might need to take over refereeing, bro. Hey, you never know. But you do. What you said, man, is so true. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know that, Coach. I really don't. These guys get caught up watching the game, and I think they miss some calls because of that. I really do. That's one of the truest statements I've heard somebody say in a long time when it comes to that.
Well, and I agree with that too, but I don't know if you need the human element. Why do you need the human element? That's what Zia is saying in here right now. But I don't know how you complain about getting screwed. They had back-to-back DPIs on them on that last drive. That didn't make them go east and west.
No.
East and west.
No,
Not at all.
I'm not giving them an excuse for that shit, Jason.
No, I don't think none of us giving them an excuse on that. To be honest, I was just like, man, you had all the opportunities down there to score. They pretty much gave you every chance in the world to score. They was begging y'all to score, and y'all just ain't take advantage of it.
That's correct.
You know what bothers me a lot in coaching and everything is that when one or two plays are signified for a whole game. You play terrible whole game. When you play good, you play okay the whole game. But then two bad plays happen, and that's the reason why you lost.
Yep.
No, you lost because 60 minutes and everything, and out of that 60 minutes, 4 minutes was bad. You still got 56 more damn minutes to go play that damn ball game and win. So I hate when people, and not you guys, I just hate when people say, well, they got bailed out because of this. One damn play should not beat you.
It never bailed you. I don't give a damn. The win-loss situation. Let's go back to OU, Oklahoma State. What was it? Year 4.
Blatant pass interference in the end zone.
Yes.
Didn't get called.
I mean, that shit was horrible, man. But there's some shit we should have done during that game to separate ourselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't say, okay, well, they took it from us. You know, the Big 12, of course, the Big 12 referees ain't worth a damn. We just seen that again. But yet and still, bro, hey, I'm just saying, man, you know, I'm going to say this, and I know this kind of off, but I'm going to throw this out here. OU shouldn't play another damn game that the Big 12 referees got anything to do with. Because they horrible.
Yeah.
They are
also
freaking horrible.
To add to that, Mr. Dent, I keep hearing Texas shouldn't have even been there because the targeting against ASU. Okay. Even if the targeting wasn't called, you still give up a 4th and 13
Bingo.
Yeah.
touchdown. So I don't want to hear. I mean, it was targeting. Okay, oh well. You still got to play the game because I had one team and it shocked the shit out of me. Bad call. Coach took his whole team off the field and left the field. Said, if you're gonna cheat us like that, we ain't gonna play. One bad call cost that guy his job. So my thing is that one play should not beat you as a team. Now, giving up 4th and 13 cost you the ball game because you had them beat.
Literally one stop. You don't, and then you let them get behind y'all.
Mr. Field goal.
Yeah.
Same.
That's just crazy, man.
Horrible. Yeah, terrible, man.
Yeah, the official just god awful, man. Like,
well, I think you got to the point where you got guys. Man, they don't love the football game like they used to. They're more into the paycheck because those guys make really good money, So I think a lot of things in refereeing have changed over the period of years because a lot of those guys still had 9 to 5s. Some of these guys, man, once they make it, they kind of coast on that, and this is the main thing that they deal with every day.
By the time you're reffing in the college football playoff, you don't have another job.
Those guys are lawyers and all kind of other shit, man. They don't work a regular 9 to 5 because one reason I know because I made the Conference USA as a referee, and some other things happened, but man, they check your damn background like you ain't never seen before in your life, and you can't have a regular job either, bro.
You can't.
No guy working at Walmart is gonna make it to damn refereeing college football. I don't give a damn how good he is. Think about it.
They did a background check on me and asked me all kind of like, do you bet? Do you go gambling? Do you do this? So if you say yes on any of those, you can't get nowhere near a football field being official. They won't even let you even apply for it. So to say the AI thing, it doesn't really matter because it still has to be human ran. Yeah. Somebody has to be pushing the buttons, have the drones up or do whatever. But how many times do we have blatant footage of a play in a call and they still get it wrong?
Because they don't want to be wrong. They you know what, this is close enough. Yeah. I don't want to look like I missed it. I know when we were reffing, if I threw my flag and all of us was on a crew together, and I threw my flag, guess what? I expect all y'all to throw, whether y'all seen it or not. Because if I throw it, nobody else throws it. First thing they'll say, well, didn't nobody? He was over here. He didn't throw his flag. We can all get together and say, hey man, what did you see? I said, man, I got holding on so and so. We pick our flags up. We mark that shit off. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So just one guy throwing the flag, and it looked like, well, shit. Why he didn't throw his flag? So, yeah. but I think the dynamic of officiating has changed, man, in the last couple of years. And I think they need to do something about it too, bro.
Yeah.
Don't know what they need to do about it, but I think the eyes in the sky with the cameras needs to have more input than just saying, okay.
I don't know why they decide there's certain things that you can't review.
That's what exactly, Jason. Just like the hole in the end zone. I mean, he clearly held that guy, but you can't review it if nobody threw a flag.
That was one of the things I had to learn, that what we can't call, what we can call when I refereed is that taunting wasn't a real big thing back in the day. Nah. You could pretty much point at anybody, do whatever. It wasn't real big back in the day. it got real big when some of these powerhouse teams start complaining about it. Then it became an issue.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to
I
me,
know 1 year
you can call holding every damn time if you want to.
That's what they say. Yep.
What you say now?
I was just saying you can call holding every damn time if you want to.
Every play, bro. I was every play.
Because everybody holds. I mean,
Everybody
so
holds.
I mean,
if you go by the correct, diagram in your book, bro, everybody's hold. Everybody holds.
Yeah.
The way your hand's supposed to be everybody holds.
Yeah.
And they
supposed to
had
be inside.
Yeah, man. Everybody holds, bro.
We had a team that they wore black jerseys and the other team wore black gloves.
Hey, dude, I did that down there, bro. Exit.
You couldn't call holding it.
Dude, if the team had white jerseys, he had white gloves.
I just gave away my secret.
Doing that.
Hey, Kelsey was talking about that in Element. They were talking about
I just gave my secret away.
Dude, I've been doing that, cuz. Yeah. You wear them black gloves, bro. On that black jersey, they can't see shit.
The ref was like, take the black gloves off. I was like, hey, no. Hey.
Oh, man, they ain't in no damn book. Keep my gloves on.
It's cold out here. Shit. Get my gloves on.
Man, what? Yeah. But like I say, man, just back to the game. I think Notre Dame I think they're a mentally tough team. I think Ohio State is too. So, man, I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, I think this is one of the better matchups, y'all, we've had a long time. And then it's going to get a lot of ratings. You don't have Georgia. You don't have Alabama in it. You don't have the SEC in it. So, there's a lot of people want to see a championship without the SEC in it. So, man, it'll be lit up next week, man. For sure.
No, that's fine. It's okay. It's fine that they don't want to see the SEC. We dominated for like 15 years. It's cool.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
I'm not even close to where when they just say crazy stuff like that. I can promise you one thing: Michigan ain't gonna be there next year, and I highly doubt Ohio State gonna be there next year because of all the guys that they're gonna be losing to the NFL draft. Of course, you're gonna still have Jeremiah Smith there and Caleb Down. But last time I checked, 2 people don't win, championship.
Nah. And like we talked before, man, you can't stack that talent like cores of wood anymore, man. That's gone.
No.
That's gone. So,
but you know what killed Texas? That 13-play, 85-yard drive that took up 7 minutes and 50 seconds. That killed Texas.
It's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time to be on the field, man. And then they score. Then you go right down there and score again, and then you right back out there again. That's hard to recover from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough, But
Brincy, you ready to get out of here? Is that what you were saying?
Oh yeah, man. I only came in here because I know you guys are on cloud 9 right now. And I said if Texas made it to the national championship, I was gonna riot.
If Texas win the championship game, I was gonna riot.
Death too. It's gonna make me sick to death.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm saying I'm running on fumes, man.
It's all good, man. Thanks for
and you ain't about to make a short out of me.
You got you, bro. Hey, man, we got to get together this next few days or something, man. We'll do something together.
Oh yeah, man. I'm down, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all coaches always, man.
Tell everybody how to find you, bro, before you get.
Yeah, man. I gotta join your show.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. We definitely need you up there. I'm about to say, y'all catch me at the Sharpshooters Podcast on YouTube. I don't even know how to type it in here. I can just type it into the chat.
I've got it. I'll put it in the. That's on Dents.
Yeah. I just put this me.
I'll put it in the description right there. I'll put it in the description for you.
And for the people in the chat that no, it's right there. It say this is me. Well, this me. But y'all catch me on the Sharpshooter Podcast on YouTube every Tuesday with my guys.
It's at the top of the description too.
Oh yeah. And y'all catch me on Twitter at @B_sharp, causing chaos with a lot of fan bases, just instigating because I just love to see some of these fan bases looking real sad, man, right now. And I know Tessa, and my boy DeHaven, he's a big Texas fan. Of course, Houston, Texas, all the way out, man. I know he's depressed right now, but I'm gonna leave him alone tonight. I'm gonna leave him alone. But in the morning, I gotta check on him, man. So
yeah, man.
Appreciate y'all, gentlemen, man. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna link up soon.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming in, B.
Y'all hold it down.
Appreciate it. Brinsky Shooter Podcast. Coach Dent, that's coming from you, man. You got your computer on somewhere, or did you I bet you have a microphone, plus you've got that microphone right there. Try putting
straight from my computer. I unplugged it.
I bet it's the microphone on your earphones is what it was. Now it's gone. No, it's gone now. It's gone now. Did you just unplug that?
It's been unplugged.
It was okay. So maybe it was Brinsky's thing. I don't know. This Streamlabs thing be acting weird when we get more than a couple of people in here. Is what it is. I think that's the shit.
Yeah, I had when you was having all those problems, I unplugged it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it was doing it just while we had that many people on it a minute ago. I don't know. Anyway, though, we've been going for just about 2 hours. Obviously, again, I think just to kind of go on some of this officiating on my end of it, I think that AI wouldn't hurt anything because you can actually teach it to be tougher. You could, for games that are getting out of hand, you got to keep them under control or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you have to look at it in that way, right? To where you tighten it up a little bit, but a game like this, a championship type of game, you're going to trying to get into the national championship game. You got to know when to make that call, when not to make that certain calls or whatever. But the bottom line is that there's enough technology that they have right now. You can see every angle of somebody's body from anywhere. They've got a camera on every square inch of that damn building. So don't tell me that you can't figure it out how to make the shit right. Because
I think you can.
Yeah.
I definitely think you can do that. I mean, do you think, Jason, that when you get down to the semis, there need to be another set of rules? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think they need to go to straight AI because I think you've got biases that are coming out at the wrong time.
I've seen that too, man. I can't disagree with you because I've seen certain referees when they get around certain coaches that they are friends with, that they know, they get better calls. I'm not saying that happened in this game, but it does happen, man. I mean, it's that is something that happens all the time. Unfortunately, it happens. We had a situation where they had to remove a refereeing crew because the head coach and the head referee, they were fishing buddies, man.
Oh yeah.
And it was in a playoff game, and the guy was like, "I am not playing this game with that crew."
Yeah.
Because we're not going to get a fair shake. And in the Mississippi High School Association, they had to change it. I got flagged one time for I lived down in the county, but I was refereeing the game with the school that my son went to. And they flagged me And the only way I got a chance to call the ball game was my old teammate from Alcorn State was the offensive coordinator. The head coach flagged me. And he was like, "Man, that's my old teammate. I don't think it's gonna make a difference." But they flagged me and the association called me and wanted to know, hey, look, I know your son go to school there and this, that, and other. I was like, well, man, my old teammate that I came to Alcorn when I left with, he's the offensive coordinator over there. So it's okay, cool.
Yeah.
If both head coaches gotta, if they say you can call the game, you can call the game. But I think things like that need to be put in place, Jason, because these coaches and these referees, they, with social media, everybody can get a chance to know each other. And
Well,
I just think something need to be done about it,
Well,
what you can do is just change
the
them.
Big 12 officials from last week that had screwed up in they felt like they screwed up in that which one of the games was it? But they were officiating last night. And there was a couple of sketchy calls in that game too.
Yeah, it's almost like a buddy system. Like,
yeah,
if you've been there so long, you get the game. If you've been there so long, okay.
Call an old timer, bruh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, when I did it, Mr. Dent, I was a head ref, but they moved me to a line judge because I knew the coach. I knew him, but I wasn't friends with him, but I just knew him. And the parent brought it up. So they moved me from the head judge and everything, or the head lineman and everything, and made me just a lineman in the end zone.
I know that whenever I started officiating college basketball at the JUCO and small school level, they made you jump through all kinds of hoops. I mean, they did all kinds of stuff. And then when they found out I was a sports writer, they were done. They took me out.
Wow.
Yeah.
But Jason, I'm telling you right now, I don't care what high school association you go to, man, there are a need for referees, bro.
Yes.
Because number one, they don't pay worth a damn. Number two, everything you go through, and and number three, man, it's just it's just a shortage. People just don't want to do it no more. It's almost like a lost art.
Yeah.
That's why you see these old guys on Friday night that barely can run up and down the damn field, man. And the coach is getting pissed off because they can't go fast. But hell, because the damn line judge, he damn near on the cane.
Yeah.
So
it's gotten worse, man. We had some refs, man, that didn't even know how many guys supposed to be on the line of scrimmage.
Oh yeah.
We had like 5 guys in the backfield.
There's no way that could happen at this level, though, Coach Ricks.
No.
Well, no. I'm just saying. But there are things that happen that shouldn't happen at any level, because now you're making money at every level.
Yeah. So they're having to pay more now because of demand. I can't say
it's
that.
a bitch to do it. I mean, look, not for nothing, and we're telling it like it is about the officiating, to be honest with you, but it ain't. It's a thankless damn job. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
It definitely is, man.
You can call a perfect game, and your partner gets something wrong at the end, and you're struggling to get
Jason, man, did they grade y'all as a crew? Because that's how they did us. They graded us as a crew.
Absolutely.
And we were a traveling crew, so we stayed together. We were never broke up unless somebody had something to do and they added somebody to us. That's kind of how that was.
So they graded us as a crew, but then if you could, I mean, you still got graded individually as well, because you can tell who's bringing down somebody.
Oh yeah.
We had an official that I can remember a guy that, and I think this happens a lot. You notice it. They anticipate a call. That whistle's in their mouth and they're ready. They're anticipating a call coming. Like, I think about a guy that's going in with the trees and he's been making a lot of buckets. And so he gets up there to lay it up and they try to swipe at it and they're rearing back like they're going to foul, but they don't touch him. And
You
then
blow
he
that
would
freaking
call it
whistle.
anyway, and it'd be like, it gets egregious, and you see it, and you're like, oh. But that's where you say, you got to blow the whistle too, and do it and throw your flag with. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that because then then you know that it's bullshit. But that's when an officiating crew ought to be able to say, hey, you know what, we need to pick this one up.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I done picked them up before, man.
Yeah.
I picked them up. I would rather pick it up, guys, because it shows that you came together and made a decision. I would rather pick it up.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand about the situation. Jeffrey Simmons plays for the Titans. I knew Jeffrey, man. He came up in our little league and everything, and Jeffrey ran a damn reverse. Shit, went 80 yards to the house. I called that son bitch back. Dude, I mean, Jeffrey was gone, man, and a dude come right behind him, clipped the shit out the damn dude. I threw that damn flag, and he looked at me all the way down the field, and he said, "Mr. Dent, you know I was gonna score." I said, "Look, I got to do my job." And after the game,
everybody saw it too.
Yeah, everybody saw it, man. It was so. I mean, Jeffrey, he caught the ball, made one move, and 3 yards, man. He was gone, and the dude come right behind it, gloop.
Which that's
was just so
stupidity on
obvious.
his part. That's stupidity on the other guy's part.
Yeah. I'm like, gotta do my job, bro. Now, if it had been on the other side of the field, I never would have threw that something.
Yeah.
The hardest thing to call nowadays is these AAU tournaments.
Oh,
that is the hardest thing to call.
Pay my ass enough, man. I'm gonna tell you.
I've thrown out so many parents.
Oh shit, man.
It's ridiculous. I've had players.
You might as well chuck somebody in the first minute of the first game of an AAU tournament.
That's what you got to do. You got to set a precedent. Hey, look, which one of you trying to get out of here right now? I'm willing and able.
No,
so let their asses know we cleared the damn gym out.
Hey,
let them know.
Everybody know me. So see, all the young guys. See, they get these young guys to call these AAU tournaments, and they get scared. And when I come in there, they head go down. Oh shit, Coach Rick's in here. Because they know so I'll come in there, and I hate to say it, I'll find the biggest, baddest bully. They think he's the best thing since white bread. He'll go in there and he'll dunk, hang on the rim, trying to do the little monkey. I tee him up. What the hell was that? Gone. You don't walk up on me. You don't run up on me. Even if it's to ask me anything, your ass is gone. Then mom and dad come out of the stands. I got 2 sheriffs over there. They gone. Oh shit, he ain't playing. For the rest of the game, I don't have no problems. Rest of the game.
Oh yeah, we'll put them boys in blue on your ass in a minute.
Hey, it's a damn shame. But you know what? Every AAU tournament has to have cops there now.
Yeah.
Because parents are going damn crazy, man.
Oh, the parents are what? Parents screw up sports like nothing else, man. You know that.
Dude, you talking about AAU, try to do 7-on-7.
Oh, shit.
I run a 7-on-7 organization, bro. Yeah, man, look, so they got these young guys out there. They watching the game. They don't care nothing about what's going on. They watching these 4 and 5-star kids, and kids score a touchdown. Hell, he jumping. He ain't forgetting about counting. 1,001, 1,002. I mean, but you exactly what you talking about with that AAU, bro. You got more heart than I got.
You better chuck. I'm telling you,
got more time than I got. Put it like that.
Minute of the first game, just let everybody damn know. I used to tell the high school coaches, especially the ones that you knew. I mean, the ones that are going to be more prone to screaming and yelling than the others. And
yeah, I'm the ones that try to come up to you and talk to you before the game.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
them be the main ones.
I always tell them, hey, if you're gonna yell at me, you better be in that fucking coaching box.
I always tell them before the ball game how hard you want it to be.
Yep.
How hard
If you're
want
going to
to
yell at me, you better be in that box. You can say whatever the hell you want in that box. The second you step a foot out of there and don't act like a church mouse, you're out.
Hey,
Stop.
hey guys, I had one time out of 12 years refereeing that I was a total asshole. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I had a guy. I had a guy that he had just become the head coach at the high school where I live, not where I played high school, but where I live.
Yeah.
And this guy I met him a couple times. A couple of my guys introduced him to me, and he was like, I ran the youth football league, and he was kind of like, just kind of small handing me, like, hey, what's up, this one. And I had athletes, man, that that was coming to play for him, and he just, he was an asshole. So this game that was a really big football game. Matter of fact, I know 3 of those guys on that field went to the NFL, and we come out and we got all the coaches and stuff together. He saw me. He was like, "Hey man, don't I know you?" I'm like, "Nah, man, you don't know me. I ain't, mm-mm." He realized at that moment he had fucked up because you tried. You
Try to be your buddy.
2 or 3 different times, man, and you wanted to act like you was King Dingaling or somebody, And I was like, I'm cool. Now, I didn't screw him. I ain't mess over him. Not at all. But I let his ass know that Friday night that I was and I gave him a penalty or 2, that I could have let go, but I had to show your ass. Sometimes that happens. You got these coaches out here, guys. They think, they're the smartest thing in town just because they're the head football coach at a high school. That's bullshit.
That old alumni that come home and coach his old high school team. That's the one that I can't stand because he comes in there thinking that he owns the shit and he runs everything.
A lot of them.
So I'm a kind of coach, or I'm a kind of ref that, hey, coach, have your guy get out of paint. He's in the paint too much. Well, call it then. Oh, okay. I'm trying to help you out to help your big man because he's trying to make his presence known in the paint, but he just, stay in the paint. So I said, Coach, I'm gonna give you your last warning. You might need to tell him. Well, if you can't do your fucking job, then why you out here? Oh, okay. They had, after the ball game, they always try to look how many fouls were called against the other team and how many fouls called against you. He had 19 fouls called against his team. The other team had 4.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna show you an asshole if you want to be an asshole.
Yeah, y'all want to work on his ass. That's for sure.
You want me to be an asshole? I'll be an asshole.
Damn, Jason, they wanted to work on them, bro.
Hey, I had, one of my old coaches from high school. He's such an asshole. He's the biggest asshole in the world for sure. But he always was from the time, and he was our coach. And he was when I was a sophomore and played on the sophomore basketball team, and then some varsity, but mostly on the sophomore team that year. And he was the sophomore team basketball coach, but he had been our coach since like junior high, middle school and shit. And he was such a douchebag. But then when I was officiating, we had a sophomore. He was still coaching sophomores after I was already out of the military by then. And this dude starts screaming about something during the game. He was wrong. He didn't know the fucking rule, which is about right.
Most coaches don't know the rules, guys.
No, they don't. So, hey, hold up real quick. So Steven from Fanatic Perspective is crying about Sark's play calling. Well, he's always doing that. He's always doing that. Sark's play calling sucks. We talked about that earlier. That's hilarious. I think we'll all go to sleep feeling better tonight. All us OU fans. But I'll tell you, it was crazy because who is this? Anyway, he was talking shit, and I told him to stop. I was like, no, he had the wrong rule. And so I told him to sit his ass down. This is right before the half, too. And then he's still barking. And I told him, I said, if you don't shut up, I'll give you a T. Halftime goes around. We're in the locker room, in our little locker room, and hear that some bitch comes in there freaking the fuck out on me in the damn officials' locker room. I throw him out of the game. He tells me he ain't leaving the game. We had to call my old coach, the old football coach who was the athletic director, and he was at the other gym. He had to come, a block and a half away and make him leave because I was going to forfeit the whole damn team. He was losing his shit. I was like, this dude's been a coach for 25 years and still acting the fool like that.
If you had that problem, call the popo. He'll leave then. Call that man.
I've done that. I've done it. I tell them I'm calling them boys in blue, bro. That's it.
And when they come, somebody going to jail. They don't come for free. It's somebody going to jail.
And most of the time, I know somebody on the force. Every time we've had to have some law enforcement there, and coaches don't understand. I know that's your job. I know you're passionate about what you do, but everybody's passionate. Everybody's passionate, man. So you gotta kind of take a chill pill. But I'm gonna say this before I get out here: the damn Big 12 referee, I don't give a damn. I won't never see another one of them in my lifetime.
They're terrible.
They call a ball game because they are horrible,
awful.
Especially when it comes to OU, man. They just, it's just like the game that we lost against Navy. Now we lost that ball game. I'm not taking nothing from Navy. Navy beat our ass, but man, there was some damn calls in that damn game. I'm like, on both sides. I ain't just talking about on the outside.
Yeah,
I'm talking about on both sides. It was just horrible. And
well, that commissioner for the Big 12 is going to always have it in for Oklahoma and Texas.
Oh yeah, but he got it in more for Oklahoma than he does Texas. I think that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
because we always getting screwed by the ass, not Texas.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, man, I'm looking forward to next year, man. Well, to this year, to this 24-25 season, because Jason, I looked at it. Me and Isaiah was talking. We have 8 or 9 offensive tackles now compared to when we didn't have but like 4. And I think one of those guys, I can't remember who it was, had to have surgery yesterday. Man, I can't remember who it was. I'll find out, because this, I think it's not nothing that's being held a secret. I think it's public knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, to have that many tackles, and those guys could get some reps, and I think everything is looking up, bro. Real fast, guys.
And what about the number 2 offensive lineman that you're trying to get next year? I just saw something on that a few minutes ago.
Yeah, they getting it in, man. Look, here's my deal. I told Isaiah this, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I said, Isaiah, it's too many talented kids coming in there. Somebody's gonna get left behind. You better have your shit right, because that's what's finna happen. They stacking that offensive line is finna be talented as hell going into these next few years. So all the bullshit that OU fans talked about the offensive line, I'm glad you got your shit out, because that shit finna change. That shit is finna change. And in the new system, dude, I think from the play calling and from the different things that I know that's new that they're looking at, man, this shit gonna be a lot simpler. A whole lot simpler. It's gonna be a lot simpler.
I think that there's going to be more
everybody.
communication. There's more communication going on between them. And here's the thing:
definitely.
Bill Bedenbaugh is if he's not the best offensive line coach in the country, which I believe that he is, he's most certainly the best offensive line coach for air raid systems, on and so forth.
That's what he does best.
There's no two ways around it. So he knows exactly what he's doing with that stuff. He'll be able to, Arbuckle can go to him and say, look, this is what we want our game plan to be. What do we need to do with the blocking schemes? This is what we want you to just put that together. And he'll be able to do that.
They're
right?
already doing it, bro.
And that's what I think is the case. You could see Arbuckle during the game against Navy
losing his shit.
Yes, over and over
But
again.
you love that. You love seeing that shit.
Because that's passion, man. He has passion for what's going on. He ain't just sitting back saying, "Hey, wait till I get to him." He wanted to win that day.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I like about it, man. You know, and man, y'all, I can't express because I can't say too much, but man, man, for them to have some depth, bro, at the tackle position and to get some rotation, and I think it's gonna mean a lot.
Well, it's going to be a 180 from what it was this year to
Yeah,
next year. I mean,
you know,
so
some days, some of the kids having to take a lot of snaps just because didn't have guys. And, that could be a toll on your body, But we all know, and Jason, you probably can remember when, you look at the Caden Green situation, and after Caden left or Caden started, I guess got into that starting position, that really was a domino effect of what, about 3 guys leaving, Jason, when it's something like that,
I think so.
and that kind of left them, man, kind of left them thin. But that 2024 class, you had 4 or 5. We lost BJ, but you still strong what you have.
Yeah.
Then you got this 2025 class coming in, is just as strong or even stronger than the 24. Man, it's a damn recipe. That shit is, they starting to cook this damn thing. You can kind of smell the aroma of what's going on if you OU football.
Well,
So all I can tell you, get your popcorn ready.
It's easy from the outside to look at it and say, "Oh, you sucks." You can look at the record. You can look at the fact that they ranked so poorly in offense, but I mean the defense. Well, it ranked number 1 in efficiency. They were number 1 in efficiency, which that's big.
Dude,
they were one of the top 4 or 5 in the stop rate, all that. And again, this is without having
no offense. Without having no offense,
right? With no complementary offense whatsoever. You're on the field way too much, way too many possessions that you're going to get caught. So it's really easy to do that, and say, yeah, Oklahoma sucks. But it's you're missing the entirety of the boat. And that's why I think that we talk about this a lot with OU fans. There's a small percentage of OU fans, and they're the loudest ones. But I said it this morning. It's the surge guys, the guys that are in the surge, that they are encouraged to just bash all day.
Yeah.
Not, if not encouraged, not stopped from it. And, and it's, look, I don't mind if you come in and say something. You can say whatever you want, but come in here and be willing to say, okay, you're going to say BV sucks, then tell me why.
Yeah.
Back it up with something, have some information that you're bringing with it to tell me why it is that you think that he's not the guy. Don't just say he sucks.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, and then they do it with players all the time too. Oh yeah, our 5 stars ain't really 5 stars. I see shit like that in their little channel all the time. Because when they started coming at me about the stuff that I was supposedly saying on here and Coop said on here or whatever, I was like, okay, let's see what makes these guys so perfect or whatever that I'm supposed to feel so bad about what Coop said the other night, because I don't. Well, the more I watch that, the more it's like watching Twitter and those bunch of clowns on there. It really is.
I can't listen to that crap, man. All that damn hollering and all that.
It's entertaining to them and their base, because a lot of people like conflict and yelling and screaming and all that. I don't get down like that.
I got nothing against the guys. I just can't. It's just not my cup of tea.
Well, and they don't necessarily. Well, they're negative, but it's the fact that they're like, we tell it like it is, which is fine. I don't care. They talk shit about me cussing, but they say things that you shouldn't say. They allow things to be said in there that shouldn't be said. As long as it ain't a cuss word, they don't care. So you can be negative, as long as you don't say fuck. You know what I mean? And
that's crazy.
Hey, I got some people, man, that don't like me, but when I get in their face, it's all love. Keep that same damn energy that you have for me on the podcast. If you don't like me, period, don't like me outside this. But everybody changes when you're in their face.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I can whoop your ass and everything if you don't say the right thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just old school like that. So I keep it
Well,
simple.
all I'm saying is that that's the whole point. The problem is that when you start looking at what this football team is, think about it. With that offense, there ain't a way in hell we should have won more than 3 games.
Dude, with all the injuries or what I mean, you look at Texas over here crying about Isaiah Bonds. Yeah, man, damn, we were missing 4 or 5. You crying about this one guy?
Oh, talking about Golden.
Golden played. I think Golden played a little bit, but Bonds didn't play at all. I don't think.
Maybe Golden was the one that was hurt. He was one that got hurt and came back in.
Yeah, he came back in.
Yeah,
but
look, man,
if you put
Isaiah Bonds was hurt, wasn't he? He hadn't been playing much.
No, he didn't. I don't think he played tonight.
I don't think he played tonight.
He didn't play tonight.
Mm-hmm. Which that hurt Texas, but guess what? Welcome to the party, guys.
We had 6 something out.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm talking about guys. Let's think about the young guys that are still at OU, the receivers, and what the guys they got coming in. Somebody's got to step it up. Those guys, man, they were freshmen, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know they were highly recruited and 4-star, man. But I go back and I look at the things that happen. We missed some passes. We missed this. But man, it's just so hard to take a collective group of freshmen and put them on the field and say, y'all motherfuckers go be great. That shit, man, is tough.
You need at least 2 of them to be juniors or seniors that can pretty much bring them along and show them the ropes.
Yeah. Hey, but you had Brenton Thompson, but man, he was just coming into his own,
Yeah. BT became something that he wasn't last year. I mean, and he was still having to. He wasn't the best. I mean, I heard that was over a small amount of money though. But it feels to me like he left because of Leb.
He did. I think he did. Yeah, Leb was his guy.
They were all boys. You know what I mean? All those guys were tight, and so it's easy to kind of talk each other into whatever whenever it's not going well for anybody, right?
But I think it was going well for him though.
One wide receiver spot. They definitely have a couple of those guys that are alpha types. The Gibsons, both Gibsons.
Gibson law firm.
The Gibson law firm. Yeah, the partners. They're gonna light it up, man. Because they're just both of them are look, Jaden, he had 13 balls and almost 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's insane. The year before.
Yeah.
Right? And then Giovanni, where did he go to school before UAPB?
Monticello.
Arkansas Monticello.
Monticello.
Both froze. What the hell just happened?
Jason.
Yo, we got some shit going on.
Messing with your damn head, bro.
I'm out.
The infiltrator, bro.
He went to Monticello.
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, guys. I'm looking at. I had to go back the other day. I was just sitting at the house. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go back and just look at the guys that they're bringing in. I'm hearing all this, some positive, but I'm hearing a lot of negative. So let me go back and just look at everybody in a collective group. Everybody has some production. Everybody has something that they bring to the table that's different. And I think that you forget about the guys that we already have and you mix them in. And it's kind of like a doggone shelf. Okay, I got some old, I got some new, and I'm gonna make this masterpiece. I'm gonna make this meal. And I think that's why we are. Am I gonna sit up here and say we're gonna be the top SEC offense in the league? No, but I think we will be efficient enough for where our defense is that I don't believe nobody in the country that we can't line up Saturday and say, okay, guess what? You're gonna have to beat my ass because we coming.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's gonna have to. I think we're gonna have that. You say Jason said top 30. I say we're gonna end up around like 2025. If we're 2025,
It's
shit, we
hell to
playing.
pay.
We playing
It's
right
hell to
now.
pay.
And
But
y'all, and people think that's so far fetched, guys. We had a disarray team, and we still almost beat Mizzou. Had their ass at halftime. We had Ole Miss ass at halftime. We did beat Bama. We had some great plays against LSU. We stalled. So guys, those are 4 games right there, man. That Tennessee we only lost by 10. So I mean, we had some close encounters, man.
yeah.
And we was just in total disarray. So all I can say, guys, is if you ain't for us now, don't jump your ass on this bandwagon.
That's what I'm saying about right here. They're saying about the surgeon they like to do. They take calls from the Jimmys and listen, guys. You guys are welcome to call anytime. I'll do a call show, and we pay attention to what you guys are saying in the chat too. The difference is, if you're going to say those things, you need to be able to provide context and provide a smart answer for why you are making that statement. If you're just coming in to be a troll asshole and say shitty things about Coach V or the players, for instance, whatever, if you're just coming in to be that way, then we're going to call you to it. And if you shouldn't have a problem with that part, because if you can come in and say whatever you want, why can't I say whatever I want back to you?
Agree to disagree.
You guys want it, and the people that are negative, and I'm not necessarily talking about you guys. I know some of you guys like to watch the show, and I don't even necessarily blame it. I think they're entertaining at times.
Yeah, it's funny.
They're yelling back and forth at each other and shit. It's hilarious, actually.
Kind of remind me of Beavis and Butthead without the cursing.
Right. Right. But the point
Cisco
being,
Liebert.
That's right.
we ain't even dogging on them. But what I'm saying, the guys, like, there's a few guys. I'm not even going to bring up the guys in the chat. You know who I'm talking about, though. The guys that no matter what we're talking about, how you could be negative about Oklahoma last week with everything they added in the portal and the guys that they kept here from going into the portal or going into the league, how you could be negative. And I guarantee you, I just went in there for 5 minutes twice this week because I wanted to see if they was still negative. And was it? We're still going to be 6-6. We're still going to be 6-6, if that.
Because you know what, Jason? They're looking for us to get somebody from another school that was in the playoff. They're looking for a big name. Guess what, guys? The big name stuff is not really happening no more. Because if that guy actually means something to that team, they're gonna try to take care of him. Ole Miss got lucky as hell the other year when they did that because the portal was so new and didn't anybody know how. We didn't have the general managers running around.
Here's the other thing about that too. That's right. There also wasn't rev share, so whatever they spent is whatever they spent.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have money that they have to put out now. Oklahoma itself and everybody else now has to put out $22 million. That's going to change things. And I'm not saying even that you have to be a sunshine pumper or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you better be able to defend your position if you're going to come in and say those kind of things. And they do not hold anybody accountable to that.
No, they don't.
No.
defend your position. If you want to say that shit, then fine. But you better if you watch this show, say that shit to me and see what I'm gonna say. Like, okay, why? And if you're not doing anything but talking shit, and you have nothing to back up what you're saying, then I'm gonna call you a casual.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Exactly.
I believe in this team, man. You know what? And I think the statement game next year is going to be Michigan.
Oh man, it's gonna right out the gate, bro.
I believe that's going to be the statement game,
right? I mean, to me, if you don't realize that they've been misidentifying some of these guys in the On3 and Rivals and all these guys have misidentified a lot of these players from the last couple of cycles, I don't really know what to tell you. I do know that these guys know what they're looking at.
A lot of fan base don't know how to judge fucking talent. So they don't know what talent is.
Shit, even people that know football don't usually know how to judge talent.
Exactly. Like I said, I'm gonna use this because, like I said, it's out there. When Mr. Dent said about JJ, that was out of the blue. Something that he saw. I didn't call him to say, "Hey, talk about." That was out of the blue. So he spotted talent before anybody else spotted it. So when in Cortez Lewis, same thing. All these guys are coming here, man, to prove a point. And oh boy, that point's gonna be proven. I'm telling you guys, some shit gonna happen here next year. I think telling y'all.
I think that receiver core that we got coming, that we're putting on the field next year, I think is better. And I don't give a damn what nobody said in the chat, in the comments, or whatever. I think this core receivers is better overall for our program than the guys that just left.
Yeah.
You got Burks.
We appreciate that.
Burks, you got Burks. You got Gibson and Gibson. I think they're gonna they gotta do something.
Carry on.
Yeah. Megatron, you gotta give it to him. Hey, I mean, I think that kid needs to have that H-back tight end role, man. Because he's so big, dude, as a quarterback.
Well, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question real quick. Real quick. I've watched 2 years of film right now, at least once. Some of it I've watched more than once, but he doesn't seem to have a tight end to like get it done. No. Are we worrying too much about that?
No. You're exactly right.
Helms is going to be that beast if you use him right.
You're exactly right about he does not have to have that tight end. But guys, think about this. He was at Washington State. So
they don't have the talent.
There was also times that they didn't win too. So I'll just say that much.
So he produced a lot of yards, but Jemison Jones, he didn't have a lot of Jemison Jones guys. He didn't.
Yeah. That's why Arbuckle is so happy.
That's what impressed me the most. Guys, he did not have a bunch of purebred, okay, we just better than everybody in our conference, athlete wise. He did not have that
quarterback though, for sure.
Right? He had the best quarterback.
Right.
All those other pieces, because if they were worth a damn, they've been headed this way.
Yeah.
Come on now, talk to me.
Here's the thing that I'm gonna put out there right now and see if it grows legs. We're talking about how good Manning's gonna be next year running. We haven't even said anything about material if he does get it, or if Michael Hawkins gets in there. We're not even talking about those two guys. Because we know Michael Hawkins is a jet.
It sounds like though, but they went and got the kid from Western Carolina too. That kid's got a lot of time. He's got a lot of time under his belt, and he can get it. It feels like to me that they're working on Hawkins for the future.
Son, you preaching now. You preaching. The doors of the house is open. I'm trying to tell you, because what we're looking at right now, we got enough stuff in our cabinet. Okay, we got enough stuff to last us for a while. This is how we gonna do this.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody say It's got to be an open competition. Yeah, I want it to be.
You
an
may
open
be right about
competition.
Elijah Thomas too. Satterfield may be on the money with ET. He is like an extraterrestrial, by the way. Dog.
Who is that now?
Elijah Thomas.
Elijah Thompson.
Yeah. Good. I mean, he's good.
He
But
could.
but when it comes down to carry on, I think that kid, we could use that kid as just possession. You know, you watched the Navy game, bro. He was catching the football. He's a big target, and for a quarterback,
Blocking too.
And sometimes for a quarterback, man, you need that big target. Sometimes everybody else get lost.
Marcus, think about that last play on that 2-point conversion. Why the hell you didn't roll out and have him along the back line and have Zion Kearney running in the middle of the end zone and Zion Reagan's running at the front? You could have been running them any way you wanted to at different levels. And if those guys don't run, if they stay with them, then you're running in. It made no sense. If worse comes to worse, you throw up the jump ball. Who the hell's going to get up over the top of a 6'7", 6'7" guy with long ass arms like that?
Guess what?
You called him Megatron. You probably ain't far off.
Nah, man. He is going to be a possession guy for us, man. He is a big target that can catch the ball in the middle of the field. You don't have to line him up at tight end, but you can line him up at that close slot and just run him in the middle, man. If you got ball placement, good ball placement, I don't give a damn who's hanging on him. But if you got good ball placement where you can put it where he can get it and the defender that's hanging on him can't, that's a mismatch.
Here's the thing, Mr. Dent and Jason, that nobody's talking about. This will be Deion's Burke first year having a real OC that's going to use him the right way.
Oh yeah, and that's why he stayed. That's why he stayed.
His stock is about to go up this year because of that. So he will finally be able to be that slot that he was supposed to be, because all last year he played outside, he played inside, he played everywhere. He can officially play the slot now, because you got both Gibson, you got JJ outside, and you got the other Gibson outside. You got Kearney, and then you got Burks, and then you got X-Rod in the back with Tatum. Who you gonna stop?
Tell y'all it's finna be a show. I'm telling y'all, hey,
like
look,
T.O. said, get the popcorn ready.
Y'all heard it here first. It's finna be a damn show. It's finna be a show, man. OU is gonna shock, and I'm glad they are. I'm glad we got all these naysayers and the fine bombs.
I'm saying that right now, though. The naysayers are outside of Norman for the most part. You've got a small group of a minority of morons that are in the OU fan base, right? You do. But but they're just louder than everybody else. That's all it is. They're just louder.
They are.
The ones that are outside, like, I think about what's that dumbass's name? Barrett Sallee. He's a dumb shit too. He happened to be right this last year, but that don't mean that he was right. If it hadn't been for all the things that went on, and look, it was a Seth Luttrell problem first and foremost, and an injury issue for sure. But what are they all gonna do whenever, like you're saying, the naysayers like Feinbaum and some of these other ones? It's easy to say that, but if you guys don't remember, right? Remember going into last year, most of the country was saying the same thing about Sark.
Yeah.
If Sark hadn't got to the playoff last year, they were going to pull the plug at some. He had another 8-win season, he was out.
Yeah.
He was out. And he's still not as good a coach as BV. BV hasn't caught up with everything as far as clock management and all that. And I think let's end the show on this. I wanted to ask you what you thought about the whole thing, and I don't think I got your answer. Jim Knowles comes in, takes over that part. Does that help this football team take a step forward with BV being the CEO and being more involved in everything and not having to just worry so much about that one side of the football?
I think it does. I really do. because just sitting back, man, being the captain of a ship, the more people that I ain't gonna say deckhands, but I'm gonna say deckhands, just using that as an example. The more people can take care of their area, gives you a lot clearer view where you're going and what you're doing. You don't have to worry about this over here and worry about that over there. You can actually worry about the whole pyramid in a whole. And I think it will help. I think it really will help us. I might be dead wrong, but I really think it'll free up some stuff for BV to do some things that he really want to do, and actually, take a stronger, hardcore look at the football team from week in and week out without having to manage all this other stuff when it comes to defense.
Yeah, because the way I feel about it, to me, it's like his instincts have got to be better than what I think than what we've seen at times. If there's a question that I have, and I've told everybody this, by the way, if you guys haven't checked out, I think that he needs to get into some of the stuff and as far as what we talked about with the little too much on the heaviness on the hitting, little too much on wearing them out towards the end of the year. I don't know how everybody feels about that in here. I'm not going to put you in a cross like that. But I think that there's evidence out there that maybe that could be a thing, that you're just working them a little too much. You're just working them a little too much. And so to me, especially when you had a lot of injuries to begin with, and then you kept pushing and kept pushing and kept pushing. And from what I understand, and I wrote it in the column, there got to be a point after the South Carolina game where panic set in for sure. And not only was he overworking the players, but he was also overworking the coaches and himself.
Yeah, but that I can contribute that to being a winner and wanting to win.
Yeah,
I don't contribute that to he's just okay, man. He's working the hell out the kids. He's doing what he feel like is necessary to get the kids to the next level. Does he need to cut back or whatever? Man, that's you got people that's in administration, and you got they actually got people that's there for mental health and all that kind of stuff. So there is a system in place if they feel like that's the case.
Right.
Well,
they're trying to put it into the whole health and wellness like they do at the NFL level.
Yeah, that's been a kind of like an issue the last few months, from what I'm hearing, because they actually sends a survey out about that, and everybody fills that out. But when it comes down to BV, the type character that he has, man, it's unreal. When he came here and walked in the house, man, that little old grin smile that he has, it brings the energy to the house, man. And he changes people's lives. And these kids want to win for him,
and
man.
that's bigger than I think people realize. I've heard people saying bad
they want
stuff
to win
about
for him.
And yeah, you hear people saying stuff about that they don't like the soul mission because that's not his job and blah blah blah. And not like it's going to be better if they're not doing that.
Dude,
I know
it's one of the reasons why we came.
Right. No,
it's
I know.
One of the
What I'm
reasons
saying
why
is
we came.
the naysayers are saying they think that that's the reason. This is what I say when I say that you find all these reasons why they're losing. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just say, okay, yeah, they had a bunch of shit that went the other way. A lot of injuries, a lot of this, a lot of that. Like, see, and even Jimmy definitely need to tone practice down a little bit. I think the longer you get into the season, the more you have to do that. Coach Roybal talked about that the other day. That look, they're going into game 16 to win the Natty. It'll be game 17. No, it'll be 16 for Ohio State too, but it would have been 17 if it had been either of the other two teams because they played for the conference championship as well.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this, guys. If you don't have soul mission, what happened to us this year? Hold on, listen what I'm saying. Just hear me out.
I just want you to know that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
I
that
know
people
exactly. Yeah. I know people are saying that. I'm talking to the people.
Yeah.
If you don't have soul mission, what happened to us this year? these guys wouldn't be able to count on each other
They'd be
because
gone.
they
All
spend
of
a
them.
lot of time with each other. They know each other, man. They kind of, it's more than just my brother, because you get a chance to spend a lot of time with this guy and learn about his family or whatever the situation is. And I think that kept them together this whole year. Without it, I don't know if they would have been as close as they were. And that's my opinion, because they put so much in that sole mission to um holding each other accountable, and hey, these are your brothers, y'all go off and y'all do these things, and you learn about a guy, man. When you're in Hawaii or in South Africa, whatever it is, you there for a whole week or 2 weeks or whatever the situation is, man, it builds character. And that character building, I think, is what it just kept them from falling apart this year.
There's a reason why all of his former players love him.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
And that includes, there was guys that I quoted for the column about the the practice habits and stuff like that, and they stopped short of they weren't really going at him about it.
Right.
They weren't really going at him about it.
It's called respect, man. It's called respect. And like I said, that's one thing that me, my wife, my family, we got respect for him and in the program and what's going on. Like I say, there's guidelines that's put together right now for all the things that was in your topic. I really do. And I think a lot of things were, man, we were so short on offense that we tried to make up for that with just being tough and whatever, because you had to be, because there was nobody else, so you had to go a lot of reps in practice. We just didn't have a lot of choices on a lot of things, and now that I think they're getting the roster the way they want it on both sides of the ball, I think you're gonna see a little different this year. I think you'll see a whole lot different, because look, I think we end up with what, 14 or 15 offensive linemen. Man, we hadn't had that many offensive linemen in a long time, bro. 18. We hadn't had 18 offensive linemen in a long time. That's a lot. How many receivers we got? We got a pretty good room of receivers when it comes to numbers.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No,
you've got, because you added what, five of them in the portal?
Yeah.
And 5 of them in the portal, and 5 in the portal, 2 in high school, and then you still have some guys from last year.
Oh man,
you have 4 left over from last year.
Yeah, so
man.
So that's 14 receivers then.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. See, that's what.
No, 11. I'm sorry, 11. There'll be 11.
Gotta
11.
be. Good
I don't know
for
why I got 14.
Yeah, but I mean,
11, 12, whatever. But it's going to be good.
Right.
Well, you're doing that because you want to make sure last year don't happen again.
Right.
That's true. Exactly.
And that's why you have to do things like this. Some people might not like it, but sometimes you got to do the uncomfortable things to be successful.
Yeah. Hey,
I think they're beefing up the numbers because of that.
Smart. Nelio, and he went to school with Coach V at K-State. He said he's not going to have to worry about anything when it comes to game prep and organization on that side of the football. That's a gigantic thing in big time football. And he's talking about if you were to add, obviously, if you were to be able to add somebody similar to Knowles, him, or say, what's his name from Minnesota, also Heathers, who's also really good, by the way. But I think that's a big thing. I think that, you don't want to expect too much. I think that you could win 8. You could win your first 8. You might win 10 or 11. I don't want to put that kind of pressure on anybody to do that. But as tough as that schedule is and looks coming up, chances are they may be good enough to beat every one of those teams. Now, whether they beat them all or not is another. That's hard to do. You got to go on the road to Alabama. You got to go on the road and play at Tennessee. these are going to be environments that are going to be brutal to play in.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee is going to be as good as they were this year.
Maybe not.
Probably
not.
don't.
Probably not. Right. But then again, though, that's again, it is what it is. The bottom line is that a lot of things are going to have to fall your way. But I don't think that winning 8 is as tough a thing. It just if you're just decent.
Dude, we're going to win.
The schedule is a permanent issue now. OU's playing SEC. Yeah, I understand that. Look, I'm just telling you, I don't think it's as hard. Which one of those games were they completely outmanned in? Because I'll wait. They lost big to South Carolina and to Texas, but Texas was after it just got kind of out of hand. Probably should have been worse, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's right.
But South Carolina was because of a stupid. I mean, that was just bad game planning. How are you chipping with Bauer Sharp there on 2 All-Americans? To blame that one on Michael Hawkins was not it.
Man, their defense actually gave them 21 points. That game.
Which game was that?
South Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Again, it's going to be tough.
Carolina won't have that defense again no more.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are gone.
They still got the freshman D in, right?
Yeah.
One of those guys a freshman.
Yeah. But I'm talking about
stays, I heard he didn't get in the portal, did he?
No, but there's talks that he might get in the portal.
Well, he can't now.
No. He might can in the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he can't go to another SEC school.
Not in the spring he can't.
Not in the spring he can't.
That'll change that. Guys, we got to get, man. We've been going for 3 hours. I got to.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's 2:18.
You guys, I can see the eyelids are starting to heavy out and everything.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm finna go.
That's why.
Yeah, that old Brown got me down, baby. Old Brown got me down.
Hey, let's get together. Maybe we'll get together Sunday or something if y'all want to. And
yeah, Sunday be a good one, man. I'll be at the crib. We snowed in here, bro.
Oh, in Mississippi, got snowed in. That's weird to me. You gotta send me some pictures of that shit.
I think I might have had one on my Facebook page, man, or something like that.
Some wild ass shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, we didn't get that much, but we got enough for Mississippi to be snowed in.
I've already heard rumor that Belichick may not stay at UNC though, too.
Dude, no, there's some things going on there. Yeah, I don't know, but they really want him bad in North Carolina. They want him real bad.
They have to kiss his ass.
Yeah.
They better keep him away from the co-eds.
You crazy with that?
Oh boy,
Joy Taylor.
He been over there talking. He been talking to Shannon Sharp.
Get
some of them rohos, whatever that thing is. Shannon taking him and Michelle.
You wrong for that.
Hey, look.
I love it.
It is what it is, bro.
People that are negative and voicing their opinion are the same ones that can't pay their own bills.
All right, guys. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you all for your interaction with us in the chat as well. If you hadn't hit that like button, we'd appreciate it if you did. Hit that subscriber if you're not. I know most everybody in here is, but I thank all you guys for coming in, spending time with us. Coach Ricks, Marcus, both you guys, man. I appreciate both you guys more than you know. You already know that.
No problem, man. No problem, man. Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate having on the other guys as well. We'll see you all on the next one.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.